we hit the button?
Yeah, the light's been green for a while now. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Last time, who wants to explain to your poor dwarf what happened last time?
Last time I tried to have a lovely dinner date with Uzana, taking advantage of his high society function, while three of the party actually had a job to fucking do. And Gaddix also got to have some fun.
Yes.
They had to sniff out a Breaking the Earth spy, which is really easy since we're basically on the side of Breaking the Earth a bit.
Yep. And two of the members managed to do it.
No.
Instructions are clear. We burned the building down.
No. Lou was dragged to the spy to identify him.
Yeah,
he ended up getting it right.
One out of three.
One of the Harpers dragged by force to the spy to speak of it. Now, luckily, it had a lovely finishing moment in the party, where Jarlaxle was revealed to have been the spy in public view. Gasp! And he ran off to go make a new disguise. And then
Why sparkling?
Then we decided to head on home. We tired of these dramatics.
Meanwhile, Bjorn.
Yep.
You pre-gamed for the party a little bit too much. You were a wee bit tipply. And you decided to go back to Trollskull Manor instead of risking, a high society incident. You had a lovely night. You were snoring. And then you hear a knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Yep. What time is it? It can't be back home that early. Hey.
By the time you get out of your room into the front door, Zord is standing in your living room.
Good evening? Not quite sure. Anyway, one of the times, just put the affix good in front of it.
Are you ill?
Nay, just woke up. Had a nice nap.
Ah. Are you aware of how busy the tavern is down below you?
I can I hear it?
You can hear it now. You were out like a light before, but you can hear it now.
Oh, sounds like it's going off quite well.
May I advise you looking out your window?
All right, then.
Do you notice that there are people waiting to get into your tavern? You have a queue.
Okay, then. All right. Executive help, then.
I have currently arranged for some of my folks to assist. It looks like half of your friends have gone away.
Hey, some fancy schmancy party.
Oh, lovely. Well, we've made some arrangements. After we saw that advert, it had been decided to bring out some entertainment for outside to help pull some foot traffic. Apparently it's worked too well.
What? Why?
Oh, you'll see. Let's head on down. Let's try to get things started.
All right. Well, you go that way. I'll take the others. I'll take the escape hatch.
Bjorn, you have not seen this place. Even when Lou's family was here, it was nowhere near as packed as it is right now. Your poor staff are running absolutely ragged. The children did not wake you, apparently, and you don't know if it's because they couldn't or they just didn't try. But they are currently running all over the place trying to get things done.
Oh, I thought they were with the party.
Nope, they are not with the party.
All right.
You have
All
James
right.
with the owlbear.
All right. Help us here. Why did you come and wake me up if you were having so much trouble?
We tried about 2 hours ago.
Well, you gotta try harder, lad. All right.
It's fixed now. We're good.
All right, let's get some hustle on here. All right, you two, have you got your orders yet? Just point at two random people who don't have any mucks in their hands.
And I have a feeling that's probably how the night would go. eventually enough of Zord's carnies show up where they actually start cordoning off part of the alley itself. You have people actually leaving your tavern with their drinks, and you have people standing guard on certain sentry points to make sure your cups don't go for a walk.
Yeah, they better be leaving with the fucking beer in their hands.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I manage to see some of them, it is basically first a warning and then a tackle.
Well, Zord comes by and specifically mentions we probably should let them into the alley. I've set up my people. They're not going to leave with the tanks.
All right. We got empty kegs right now. Let's start rolling out there and make some improvised tables for that.
Actually, a really good idea.
As you learn to make do with what you have in the army.
No, you fucking idiot. We rent them the barrels.
And yes, it is even outside in the alleyway. You notice that there's stuff going on. You can also see down the ways, not at your tavern. There seems to be some magical fireworks going off down the street. You think you might have some competition. However, you have the owlbear and a polar bear outside your establishment. You have a bard and an acrobat doing some performances out front. It's a bit busy.
Oh, no, this is a total circus.
And Zord just pipes up, quite literally.
Hey.
Even Fala comes out, and she starts doing over in her corner. She suggests you bring some of the barrels over and try to set up a more calm seating area. And then she uses some of her druid craft to try to make a very nice, pleasant little area, pleasant sense of flowers, that kind of thing. It's turned into something that you never expected.
Probably on Bjorn's face a case of, hey, thanks for that. Lovely.
Yeah.
Not my first choice, but...
Just sets a brick on the table to make it actually pretty for him. Look at that. Perfectly
He's got his
symmetrical.
emotional support rock.
And this is your night, Bjorn. You are running absolutely ragged. Are you going to be more inside or outside?
I think it kind of depends on if there's gonna be happening trouble outside because people getting rowdy. He's gonna go outside. Like he's moving to where the hotspots are.
Okay.
Because after all, considering that a lot of the children are also being run ragged, he is going to take as much pressure off as possible.
The children are inclined to stay in the tavern.
Yeah.
Just because, Jenks will stay mostly in the kitchen with Hooten.
Yep.
Nat is actually running drinks for a change, and so is Squidly in the tavern. So everybody, that's Bjorn's night. As you all approach the tavern, you're up at the south entrance. You can hear the absolute ruckus. You hear music, you hear lively conversation. Over in front of this building here, you can sometimes see some fireworks pop up from the side, and then you hear some cheering down the way. Your tavern's a bit busy.
Please tell me this is on a weekend.
This is not on a weekend.
Oh, God.
This is a school night.
There's going to be so much trouble with the guards.
Bjorn is already considering how many apology gifts they're going to have to roll out in this neighborhood.
So,
this has gone way out of hand.
Yeah. For those of you who are approaching, what are you doing?
Right.
Considering going the other way.
No, you did.
Were here.
You did no fucking work at the party. You can do some work now. Get in there, you lot. Oh, all of yous.
We did our work. You ruined it.
You did fuck
Loud
all.
fireworks.
We'll talk about that later. Get in there.
I could do some really cool fireworks.
Go on. Hey, well, just don't make them too loud. You can do colors. You can do splashes. Come on, but don't have it go outside the alley.
Yeah. This would be above the tavern.
Get some music going, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, it even specifies that you can't make a sound loud enough to deal thunder damage or deafen, but you can still make it pretty fucking loud.
Yep.
So I presume that you all start entering your street.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Fireworks.
around.
All right.
So-
Remember, everyone, spread out. Kill everyone you meet.
It could be a competition. We don't know.
I was wondering whether that was going to be the guard token.
Well,
Bring
Felric, let me
yourself
borrow.
all in.
Felric, let me
Where
borrow your
are we?
mask. I'll sabotage him.
Over here.
That would sabotage you more than anything.
That'll be easy. I'll put the mask on. I'll look like a dwarf. It'll be fine.
But then I would look like not a human.
Just stay in the shadows.
Could wear a cool hat.
Is anybody gonna start moving your token?
Might as well.
I was waiting for the. We're going in here, right?
Yes, there you go. That is where your house is.
My token says I'm at 13 health. I don't think I've lost life recently.
I think that was from the Grell attack.
You
There
lost
was
a
an
lot of.
attempted murder at the party. You just
You
didn't
lost
notice.
a lot of social points.
And yet there is a guard looking utterly baffled as you all come on down and says, Oh wait, you're the tavern owners, aren't you? Oh, that tavern owner.
I have a nice one. The one with the better floors and drinks.
And soon to be cool,
As you can
fireworks.
see, cooperation with our neighbours and whatnot. So, what can I do for you?
Oh, good luck. Have you seen what's going on at your tavern?
Oh, I've only just arrived, mate.
Oh, you will enjoy it. Good luck.
Oh, cheers. Have a good evening. Feel free to stop off for a drink once you get off duty.
We'll consider it. I don't think I'll be off duty for a while. Yep. As you
I
enter in,
I am surprised there isn't a fucking noise complaint at this moment.
they don't really think there's anything they can do at this stage of the
Yeah.
game.
This has full guild backing, man.
Yeah.
Well, our
That
one
was
does.
tomorrow.
Oh.
That was
We'll get
tomorrow,
prepared.
the guild one. This is
Because-
a surprise.
No, this was today. Was
This
the
is
good
it.
one. This
Yeah.
is it. This is it. And yet you have a line of what clearly looks to be Zord's carnies.
Don't see them.
I'm pretty sure you do because you can't see the polar bear and owlbear from there. There you go. And yeah, they wave when they see you and say, "Oh, there you all are."
Oh, God.
It's busy. We just need some help. We got called in from Zord.
It's very nice of you to help out like this here and all. What a fucking gang of them. Although, just, a bit of internal pain as I'm stuck in this fucking lacy monkey suit. Need to get back inside, get my fucking furs and armor. This is bullshit, this foot.
I kind of like mine.
That's because you're a fancy society boy. Well, you believe you
Yeah.
are. You're actually a spud.
I'm a spy spud, though. It's pretty cool.
Darling, you're not supposed to say
You're a
that out
potato that
loud.
sprouted weird.
But
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Harton
You
already
can-
knows. It's fine.
You can
What
keep
about
arguing with
everybody
Lou.
else?
Get fucking changed.
And yes, as you enter, you do see that there is a wizard that is currently trying to, entertain people with some, magical sparkles and all sorts of things. I mean, he's got some attention, but then you just look to your right and you see all the ones over with you all. You think you've won.
It's not.
Yay!
It's not going to be a common occurrence, but it's quite nice to have an entire bloody circus.
I wonder how much this actually would cost us to rent out.
Favors more than money, I think.
And
Yeah,
just to make,
likely.
at this point, you can just hear or. Now look, the purchase of the desecration of the bear creatures. You're gonna have to talk to the owners. We do not have anything to do with these creatures. Now, are you going to have a drink or not?
Bear creatures? Oh, good lad brought them.
Oh no.
Zord gives a cheery wave as he sees you all approaching.
Lovely to meet you again.
Oh,
I haven't seen you yet today, but yes. He just gestures over at the entire nonsense that is going on and says, I think we've done our well for ourselves, haven't we?
You've done very well as support of the tavern, aye, absolutely. This is quite a little shindig here as the guilds come in just to spite that bloke over there.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, he's earned it, though.
That guy sucks.
Apparently.
Yes, he's an outright asshole.
But
Open
he is
and say
al-
hello.
But he is also trying to be a self-made businessman against the corruption of the guilds that are just trying to screw a little businessman. You know, it's a tough, intricate economic drama playing out here.
Yeah, but we paid our dues and look at how many customers we get.
For one night, they'll fuck off tomorrow.
Yep. I was
Yeah,
going to try and get him the side by the kitchen so he can start helping you out there.
And technically, you lots are small business owners too. So he cuts his own people, cutting you.
Just saying, maybe it's not as clean cut as it should be.
Yep, Zord just kind of gives a little bit of a shrug at the traffic's been like this all night, pretty much.
What if this? What if this is just Hasbro through Wizards of the Coast trying to demonize the independent small businessman?
Oh no! Do not get me
Oh,
on
no.
this subject. I don't get me because that reminded me of the monetization thing. Nope. Let's. We're ignoring this.
If you Venmo her $5, she'll give you a magical item.
Wow, that's way more reasonable than I'm doing. I'm charging you 10 for an attunement slot.
I know. See, that's what competition does. It drives the price down for the consumer.
At least that's what it should do.
I will only charge you 5 for an attunement slot.
See?
The item is 10, see? It's still a scam.
There you go. But yep. Zord just kind of looks
I'll
around.
charge you
It's
15 for the privilege of having one of my homebrew campaign. An original
much
work.
How much for a natural 20?
That's
No,
very.
she
pay
can't
to
sell a
win.
natural 20,
50.
but she could start selling inspirations.
Free for
If you have
me.
to ask, you can't afford a natural 20.
To be fair with you lot, I think the price varies from person to person.
Start selling inspiration that doesn't take up your inspiration slot. The
Now,
premium
see-
inspirations just get kept in a separate jar.
Now
you know.
see, they will sell you criticals per like a net 20 per. I, however, am offering you a subscription plan.
At least one nat 20 a month.
Have you beat though? I have a mystery box. It contains several range of dice rolls, but it might be a 20 in there.
And I also offer a season pass.
Play to
But wait.
earn, sure.
If you pay an extra $30, you can get these rolls rolled at advantage.
Look, I can guarantee that at least once per session there will be a nat 20.
Yeah, we should get like one of those AI robot voices to read this in Billy Mays' voice.
Ugh. Let the man die.
Nobody dies anymore.
Alright, I think I'm going to follow Hodik's example there and get inside where I can actually step through. I don't want to break any of
Just
these wee folk.
$99, you get a level up.
I think I can afford Scotch's plan.
But anyways, yes, let's get back to what we were actually doing. So you all are mostly going into the tavern.
Aye, gotta get changed first.
Yeah, we need to know what I did. Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Scotch is going to price at that, yes, certainly I will pay 5 Danish krona.
Yeah, I was like, his plan runs me,
I'll move Bjorn in, and everybody else, you get to
like
move yourself. wherever
$250
you're
a
going.
month. I'll take that.
Into the hatch. Up on the floor, off to the bedroom. I'm getting fucking changed out of this shit.
Into the hatch. Oh man, you know what I need to refit that with? Can we get like a pole or something so we can slide down it like we're firemen?
All right, Squidly, it's bard time.
Gaddix is taking notes about this hatch.
As you
how it
all
can be
run in,
improved.
Jenks excitedly, "You're here! We need
Absolutely.
help."
We'll help you in a wee bit. First, I've got to get out of this.
Well, seeing as Kago is already prepped, I kind of strap he has a little table or something I strap onto him. He goes to work.
I thought you just.
Oh, no,
I thought you were about to
Bobo
say
is
you
also
just climb
here.
into him and come out a moment later in your engineer's outfit.
Oh, yeah, just climb in the hatch. Ta-da!
Nat immediately starts working with Kago. The drink orders come out and just starts loading Kago up.
It's easy to turn Kago into a table with legs, movable legs.
Clank and bash of metal upstairs.
I imagine he kind of has the same serving table as R2D2 get installed in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And look, he's even got a place to light your pipes with.
You're not gonna like where it is.
Just lift the tail.
Bjorn, as everybody's coming in,
Oh, there you are. Good. Get on it.
Acting like he's worked the entire shift with Restum when he's only been awake for 10 minutes.
he's probably been awake for an hour.
But what an hour it's been.
But yeah, Selkie comes over to you, Bjorn, as everybody's trying to get ready. It just says, Bjorn, we
Hey.
have 2 individuals.
Hey, hang on. You start banging your cups around and start keep drinking it or come up here in order to... Sorry, what were you saying?
We have 2 individuals who have indicated they're looking for employment at the tavern.
Come back, tell them to come back tomorrow. Now is not the time.
They said they are willing to wait around and drink in the meantime.
Just start digging through the pocket. 8. Here, 2 gold coins. Tell them to get the fuck to work. They got a busy night.
She pauses and says, maybe we should talk about this later in private. I wouldn't do that yet.
Fine.
Just, we should speak about this as a group. There's some things that I have found that need to be discussed first.
All right, fine. You 2, get out of the fucking fireplace. I don't care if you're resistant to fire. Get out.
Don't you talk to my son like that?
Squidly's busy doing bard business. Clearly, he would not go into a fireplace. Oh shit, he's in the fireplace.
Yeah.
No, Squidly's not in the fireplace. He's not even doing bard business. He is a bit too busy with just trying to run drinks at this stage of the game. Over in the corner, you even notice that it seems that your good friend Tarwind has started up a gambling ring in the corner. You even see some people you recognize, where Renair has shown up. Floon has shown up.
Yes, good old Floon Blagmar.
Bean.
And you haven't seen Volo in forever either, and yet he happens to be here too.
In retrospect, I think he might work for the guild, and that's why he gave us this place, to funnel money to the guilds.
I would think it's because he's broke.
What are you talking about? He's written a very successful series of books that are entirely accurate. Bestsellers they are.
And then he proceeded to drink every single coin from it.
No. Let's be fair here. He gambled most of it away.
I know, and he's continuing to do so in your corner.
Well, Harton, of course, has gotten changed and has just spent a bit of time with Marshmallow and Balin. And then returns downstairs. Oh, I see cards moving. Just looking over the group. And looks like you've got everything down on board here, Bjorn. You've got it all under control, right?
Here you go. Yeah, here you go. Start moving cups over in the corner. Move it, you long.
Take your time.
I said you log.
I would have gone for lug, but sure, log, why not?
I don't have time. Move.
Need letters.
And I'm just moving on.
He's only pressed for work because his legs are short. Let me just stride over the bar here. Here we go. Lovely to see us all. Great to see familiar faces once more. You've gotten your orders, eh? You need anything fresh just to get your psychology in the game here.
Floon in the corner just quite happily goes, I'm fine!
You can always tell
Talks
Floon
like
in the
his
crowd. Yeah, there you go. Talks like his name.
And Volo just kind of gives a bit of a wave. As a matter of fact, this place has been fantastic. I love what you've done to the place. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy to realize that it actually was haunted.
Aye, and a very helpful, handy spirit.
You notice that just about as he mentions that, yeah, a couple of tankards go wafting down to the kitchen.
As you can see. You were a bit of a dick beforehand, but once we got the place up and running, he was fine.
Well, I tell you what, I think this is going to be going into the next iteration I have for my lovely guide to Waterdeep.
I wish they still made those. They're fun. It's a fucking awkward bit of I am looking at ancient lore, which is also the current, most recent lore. They just abandoned so many places in the Forgotten Realms. Fucking weird.
Well, Wizard doesn't put out setting books anymore, really. But
And we're going to have a few wee bits and pieces to add into that as well. Eventually, this place is going to have its own white-furred beastie stomping about. Although there will be a little break in time because we've got more adventures to do and whatnot, so it might lose a little bit of a charm.
Did we get more troll skulls?
I mean, we've got that beholder skull on display now.
And right about then, Squidly pops up, Lou. Lou, you need to be running things, not talking.
I'm an entertainer. I'm entertaining.
Well, entertain the drinking.
Why are you more childish than the child? Lou, help! I'm helping!
Do you want an answer to that question? Because we all know the answer.
Lou, we're busy. That means we all work, and then if it calms down, then we can do the songies. But right now, we gotta work.
Songy.
Oh, you said the magic word, Coggo. Play song. And the music box starts going off.
It's
damn,
a small world after all.
Here's the garlic bread for table number 6.
Horrick's work for the day.
No.
Even Felric starts running orders. He takes the garlic bread order, starts running it on over.
Just glancing out the windows to see the polar bear, the owlbear, Zord, and the performers just casing. Despite how busy it is, I think our profit margin might be getting eaten into a wee bit by the end of this.
Wait, we're doing this for profit?
I kind of just wanted to do this, mainly Bjorn's fault. Been one of his lifelong passions.
I mean, did swords people bring their own wine and such?
No, they're still paying for it. It's a case of, we're going to have to pay them a bit for their work here.
Yeah,
Not even, of course, but
I'm pretty sure we just don't have enough drink on our own anyway. In our basement or cellar.
Bjorn will have already realized that, yeah, there are shipments coming in. You don't know where they're coming from, but there are shipments coming in.
Yeah, luckily we are friendly with the beer guild.
I can imagine. You guys are probably on a first name basis.
Well, no,
the thing
you
is-
haven't been, but right now.
Right now we are. Until tomorrow
you
when
mean
we're not
Bjorn
again.
isn't on a first name basis with the beer guild? Shame.
No, but
I
he
guess
is,
that would work.
he is winding up on more bars as an image of do not sell to this man. Do not challenge this man. It will be taken not as an idle threat or jest, but as a promise.
But as the night goes on, eventually it starts slowing down.
At which point it's time to wrestle the polar bear. Horrick, get out there and do it.
You notice slowly people start disappearing.
Imagine what you could rack up here with a fireball.
I mean, I can make it a fake fireball that terrify the fuck out of people. I want to do that.
Axel would be proud because he's done that on one too many occasions.
This actually fucking hurts, though.
Yeah, it does.
We're almost out of our potato stores again. Which is impressive.
We just bought some.
It's alright, if it comes down to it, we'll slice off a finger of yours. It's got the flavour in it, we can just put it in a broth.
Oh man,
Can we go buy some farmland?
Is he like a potato though? Can I cut Horrick's finger off and grow a new one?
It's gotten busy enough that it's gotten slow enough that the other ship captain who actually came by to assist did actually finally start switching to drinking. You
Good
have a
man.
feeling he's been really, really wanted to drink all this time. Except for, he's had to do business.
I'm glad he was able to finally embrace his alcoholism tonight instead of going a day dry.
Yep. He just kind of gives a bit of a shrug. I haven't been able to be here. I got here about, 30 minutes ago, maybe.
Hey, it's been a wee bit busy.
Yeah.
Is it better being a ship captain than working at a tavern?
Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, less drinking, but yes.
I gotta try that one day.
You'll talk to Zord about that then.
He will say no.
Why do you think that?
He wouldn't be wrong.
He looks confused, like he doesn't know what to say about that one. And he
Yeah.
just kind of shrugs. Okay.
Sure, the character.
But yes, it starts winding down.
They carry Jinx and Hooten out to the front so we can just look at the other and go, you're going to be bigger. You're going to be nastier. You're going to be tougher than that thing. You're going to make that wee puffball.
And yeah, Jinx looks between the Hooten and the owlbear. Says, "She's gonna be bigger than that, right?"
She's going to be way bigger. I mean, look at the polar bear there. It's alright, pretty impressive in size.
She's gonna be like the size of the polar bear.
If not larger.
The ship captain you haven't dealt with very much, Mr. Clar, comes over with his lovely pet tarantula sitting on his shoulder. Oh yes, I do remember hearing about your little friend.
Hey,
So it's hatched then.
finally did I. Took a while.
Well, it's pretty normal. I mean, it depended on however far along it was when you received it.
Aye. Gonna be a fair wee bit before it starts pawing around things itself, but lovely wee addition.
And then, oh yes, you did come by and you spoke to my people about how to handle them, if I recall. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fine.
Had to get every tip I could. Couldn't risk anything.
Oh no, that was quite acceptable. Maybe we'll be able to wrap this up soon and get these guys home.
Well, sorry to
And
beat you,
me
but thanks a
home.
lot for coming out to help.
Oh, it is no trouble at all. Zord did give us the instructions, so we followed.
I know it's not your main interest and all, but there will be a few bonus drinks and whatnot for your crew that show up here in future.
I'm sure that they will appreciate it. He does not look like he cares.
Well, that's what he said and all. I know it's not your interest. Well, have a fine evening.
You as well.
Unless you fancy joining the game of cards going.
No, that's not my thing.
Alrighty.
That is decidedly Tarwin.
I'll just ask for the hell of it. What is one of your things?
I prefer to be sitting in my cabin with my lovely little friend and a book.
Your lovely wee friend. Trying to remember now.
He gestures at the tarantula sitting on his shoulder.
Alright, okay. Inwardly, so you consider that thing a pet. Alright.
You
Might have
call
to try it
that a
out.
pet? Yeah.
You see, as he mentions that, he even reaches up and scratches it on what you think is the head.
Just waving down Bjorn. No, put the hammer down, lad. It's vermin. It's an insect. It's pest. Alright, then I'll leave you be then. As
He gives a little bit of a nod.
As I head now to the card game, trying to play so that Volo does not wind up flat broke, because it's nice to have a celebrity visit now and again. If I can make sure he keeps a
gotta
few
ease your way into
coins, he
it.
might turn up again.
And yeah, you have a feeling Volo has already lost a lot. So has Renair, so has Floon. The sailor that he's actually been in your tavern before, you recognize him. He's done fairly well for himself, and so has Tarwin. You think Tarwin's probably wiped the floor. You also start doing very well, Harton.
And yet it was a
worked
terrible
out with-
roll.
Which one's Jalaxel in that lot?
He's only 4 of the people here. He's not Tarwind. He's actually been hooting all this time. It's creepy.
But yes, in no time at all, slowly people start to filter out. Card game winds down. Even Renair and Floon and Volo decide they have to go. They leave as a trio, and they are stumbling down the way and actually having to hold each other up because they might have consumed a bit too much.
Ooh. Let's see here. Just to annoy Bjorn. Since Volo is completely fucking out of it, that would give me an advantage on a few checks with Mai.
Probably why.
Although I did terribly, as I try to sneak him a couple of gold.
You could always take an extra D8 if you want.
I will.
I could take a break from performing for a second.
It's an 11. I think that finally beats him.
Yeah, for how drunk he is, yeah, you get it in there. Crazy. Yeah, you get it done. And yes.
Plus, I'm
You are
thinking,
left-
you know, if he returns, I can hit him up about, does he have a book about the creatures of the Underdark? It might become essential later.
And where did he go? Oh, there's Zord. Okay. And then eventually, yep, Zord does come in. Plar does not. He stays out. He and his boys are currently trying to get the owlbear all situated and polar bear all situated to bring home.
I go help.
And
Gotta
Just
learn
looks at
what,
you.
gotta learn what I can.
Well, we've just got them in these cages. All we have to do is get them hooked up, and away we go.
Ah, balls.
that
Never
hard.
mind then. I were hoping for a bit more wrangling time.
Why are the girls miniature?
That's just genetics for you.
There we
Hoping
go.
for wrangling time and for maybe just letting the leash accidentally slip through his hand, so he had to wrestle it.
Oh, yeah, no, they were in cages the whole time because they are not dumb enough to leave them just loose.
Funnily enough, they're not quite tame.
They're not tame at all.
They're mildly trained.
So yes, all that is left in your tavern now are 2 of the captains, Zord, his 2 girlfriends, and now these 2 halflings that are sitting at the bar still.
These completely trustworthy people that Silky has some issues with.
Jenks comes out finally with Hooten. That was really busy.
Probably getting
Good
a
job,
small
kid.
look of scorn from Squidly.
No, because Jenks was running around in the kitchen.
Mm.
He was doing work in the kitchen.
Oh, don't you worry, kids.
He's-
You can all take your feet off the floor for a good long while. We'll handle the cleanup and whatnot.
You sure? Because there's a lot of cleanup.
That is.
Yeah, are
but
we
look-
sure actually?
Squidly says, "Okay," and he immediately runs off because he heard what Lou said. He is not gonna risk getting. He is out the room. Boom.
Nah, you can follow his example and, or you can go tell Nat first. You can both head up there. We'll handle the rest, don't you worry.
Okay, we'll go up. We'll take we'll probably go to bed actually. So he goes. He tells Nat. He goes up. Nat thinks about it, but she doesn't actually leave. She just kind of stays, kind of hanging around. She just takes up a seat.
Oh, I didn't even see her there. That's how crowded the place was.
Yeah. She was behind the bar for a change, and she never is.
Kind of uncomfortable for a deaf girl to be yelled orders constantly by people who are getting progressively more angry and demanding.
At which point, Selkie just goes, "Excuse me, she's deaf. She can't hear you. You should be apologizing." And making them feel really, really bad about themselves.
Point at the menu. We'll print out menus you can point at.
Yeah, we'll actually buy the kazoo and use their printing presses for menus. And also propaganda.
That does sound like Lou's thing of, he will set up a competing paper, the Gazoo.
And yeah, the two just sitting there. Well, that was a very busy night.
That
Isn't
was
always
nothing.
busy like this.
I
Thank
times.
fuck for that.
I absolutely wish. Sort of. I could take about, 3/4 of that, maybe. Probably would have been better if we'd been here during the entire thing, but it's just a case of we were at a nice fancy little gala.
Oh,
Very
aye.
fancy.
How was that, by the way?
A lot
So,
more crowded than it should have been as he glances in Nadrax and Horrick's direction.
You just don't understand. It's like family backstabbing.
What?
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 You
I
don't
don't
tell
think I
them
want
you
to
know they're a
understand.
spy. You just
No, Horrick, you don't say this. We're surrounded by people.
Yeah, you're literally surrounded by people who are unaware of this.
Also, the issue he was talking about was how he and Nuzana kept trying to find some time alone to enjoy themselves, and Horrick and Nadrax kept following into the rooms to talk to other people.
Well, that's sort of what we're there for. I tried to avoid you, but it was impossible.
Not my fault, I take up the room.
Yeah,
Got
I
a
don't
large
think
presence.
we specifically followed.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
You-
just happenstance. That's what made it funny.
Yeah.
Gaddix, on the
Yeah,
other hand,
like-
was deliberate and malicious. But he also didn't have a job to do.
Malicious gnome.
Ruin some poor girl's night.
Couple of you did, progressively. It's a group effort.
The one guy seemed
It was
particularly
Lou
interested in
times
Chicago,
2, and then
so-
Gaddix. Poor Mr. Damarn
Gaddix
got
technically-
his dance ruined.
Gaddix is technically the one responsible for Lou's second time, though.
Yeah, true.
Touched
was
his
science
plate and he just
anything.
immediately drops the girl to go over. Did you touch my plate? What are you doing stealing my food? It's my food.
And then went back to try to dance with her like nothing happened.
He
To be
formed a hypothesis. He had to test it. It turns out, wow, he was paying attention.
Let's be fair, though. That would have happened in a Hobbit village. Like, yes, the girl
only
you're
use
dancing
your
with would have
magic.
understood. You're checking your food.
But yeah, the two just kind of nod and say, well, it looks like you definitely need some more hands around here. We'd be happy to, take some shifts.
You know, I was thinking Leaf is so good. We should have multiple ghosts.
All
I
right,
can
Lou,
tell-
stand
So-
still. Bang!
Lou?
Yeah?
Taps his holy symbol. No.
No more ghosts.
One is more than enough.
He doesn't mean that, Leaf.
I'm gonna tap Selkie on the shoulder and go back into the kitchen. Oh, right. Thomas is
You want to
there
get
too.
Leaf a friend?
So, these two guys that want to apply here, you got any idea if they're up to anything else?
Yes, I highly advise we bring everybody in to discuss this because, no, we do not hire them.
All right. 1 second. I'll go outside. I'm gonna borrow you. I pick up Gaddix and Horek. Not to Bjorn and Adusana. I'm gonna borrow you for a moment.
Wait, did you say you pick Gaddix up? Because he resists.
Fucking try me.
Oh, you want to go? You want to go? You want to go?
He gets advantage from the dog.
Dog does help.
Yeah, it was a lousy
Hold
roll on my
where's the
side.
button? I can't find.
I don't want to hear it without Jarl Axel was rolling.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, Gaddix gets picked up.
Zord just looks over there. Okay.
Right, that's not good. You don't do that.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
You ask their fucking permission before you go doing that.
Use your gun that you have.
I feel like he picked Gaddix up, but the
Yeah,
head
but
is
it's profit
backwards. You're like,
direct.
no, you don't do that. As he's leaving the room, he's being carried by Nadrax. He's
Yeah.
yelling to Heart, and I told him that. As he,
Like picked up by the scruff of the neck,
Yeah.
like a kitten.
Zord looks at Harton and Lou and Bjorn and Uzan and says, you might want to fix that.
Yeah, I don't approve of it.
I'd hate if it was me being picked up.
As I pick up Lou and carry him over.
God damn it!
Why is this a thing?
You just opened your fucking mouth. What was it meant to do? Ignore that?
I'm just only 5 feet tall. I'm a short little guy.
It wasn't about the height. It's the fact you fucking said it aloud.
And Uzana also goes back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she sees people getting carried off. Yeah. Takes a hint.
Zord just kind of... He doesn't go in, he just kind of chills a little bit to make a visual block to make sure that the halflings don't hear nothing. And Silky just quietly points out, they are not wanting to work here for legitimate reasons. They have an employer.
Would it happen to be Vizanathar?
No. It's that Froon guy.
Oh, they're just wee
bush
saboteurs.
here.
Oh, they're wee saboteurs.
Competition.
Oh, this
this-
guy's actually a piece of shit. I thought he was just being annoying. Okay, now we actually have reason to be mean to him.
It's
Well,
funny how those two things can get confused a lot, aren't they, Lee?
Okay, well, okay. I'm a nice guy.
She just kind of
No,
gives
you're
a-
not.
You try. He tries.
No.
Does he though?
Not really very hard.
But yeah, Selkie gives a bit of a shrug and says, well, when they asked, I, did a little bit of a check to see what was going on as I was doing some serving, and they were thinking this was a bit too easy, that Froon was going to be very pleased that they could get on so quickly, and they were taking notes of places that they could possibly do some sabotage work.
Oh, lovely. Well, luckily we're not
I'm
hiring.
in torment.
Bjorn, you should enjoy this bit. You can tell them to get the fuck out.
Before you do, there's something else to consider. There's something else going on with them as well. They're not just flat out employers. They were hired by Froon. They have a separate employer. I believe they're were-rats.
Ooh.
So be a little careful when you kick them out.
Well, no, I was just saying.
As-
I'm just saying, someone belligerent like this dwarf here to just tell them we're not hiring. Leave. Unless you'd like another drink.
In which case, you do have to pay.
You know what that means? Boots off, fill up the silverware, let's kick their fucking asses out.
Like I said, we don't know anything of this here, and we can't reveal what we do know. We just simply tell them to fuck off. Well, politely, as in, we're not hiring lads. Sling your rook.
And if they get aggressive, we get aggressiver.
Right, maybe I should be one to tell them to leave then. Bloody hell.
I want to watch at least.
Yeah, I'll just be
You-
there.
You can watch perfectly fine and all. Right, you two looking for
Them watching something was what caused the problem before.
Right, you two looking for employment, I'm afraid to say Trollskull Manor is not hiring. This is a bit of a unusual day. We don't usually need this much hand.
Are you sure? I mean, you
Aye.
all do seem to be away a bit.
I'm entirely sure.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a pity.
Alright, we might expand in future, or we might keep a track of you. Do you have names and all?
Dasher and Kelso here.
Alrighty. We can probably get a hold of you some other ways. But for now, we've got no need to expand the business just yet.
Alright, well, I mean, we might be back around soon.
Aye.
Or just keep us in mind. And the two of them start wandering on off, and they leave.
Right, why was that a fucking problem for the rest of you to understand?
I didn't say
I kind of wanted to beat him up.
No, Gax, you're fine in this, as is Uzi. And Horik. Lou, Bjorn,
Yes.
you two on the other hand.
It's
Yeah.
also not my tavern. I have no right to say them that.
I didn't
they are
mention
not
you.
hired. Yes,
Specifically
of
these
course.
two. One who wanted to fill his boots full of silverware and get our fucking forks and knives stinking of dwarven toe. And Lou. No.
I really don't like that other guy. Who I think we should really put him out of business.
Well, you can scheme about that. Don't put anything in the fucking practice, but you can scheme about it and talk it over. It might come to that.
I'll make sure to write everything down in great detail.
I'm not
No.
sure you could. I've seen your articles.
Ah, they're really good articles.
Zord laughs.
Oh, of course, I have nothing to do with Art Incarnate, as you clearly know.
I've been informed.
By who?
Our friend.
It's alright. I believe this time he's being facetious. I just square up to Luvo, just look at him. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain myself.
I wish I were.
Oh,
Right, so... Fucking were-rats? I've heard of the wolves and the bears.
Were-rats tend to be a bit of a thing in the big cities. A little bit more so than anything else.
They're more common than the were-hamsters. Those are the vicious ones.
Already pulling. Right, what about that tribe of halfling weird guinea pigs? They were vicious. Pulling out Vavalo's guide while she's talking as well.
Is that what I am?
All I know is they are about. They tend to live in the sewers. You find a lot of halflings. Humans generally are what they go for.
They as properly dangerous as the other usual ones?
I mean, in a way, yes. They're a bit more. I mean, they function in cities.
Alright.
It's not like you're really worried about just wanton were-rat outbreaks. But they tend to form guilds and tend to be on the more criminal side of things.
Alright, well, they were shifty looking fuckers.
So just kind of keep an eye out if they're around. They'd probably be willing to stoop to some underhanded tactics.
The
ones that they mentioned.
the big capping question for that bit is, was he aware of them being were-rats? Were they hired for that, or just because they showed themselves off as being miscreants that could cause trouble?
I'm not sure.
Aye.
If you'd like, tomorrow I could try going down to Froon's Tavern and do a little sleuthing of my own.
I wouldn't really want to put you in a situation like that there.
Well, that's not going to be a problem at all, because it's not like they'll recognize me.
I know, you just have to step around.
You have to buy your own drinks, though. Of course, we can't possibly fund that. Kidding, we'll pay.
I mean, in a way, it's also in their own interest, given they work here. Their workplace would be in danger, and I think they like working here.
And yeah, let's be realistic. It's not like that's going to be dangerous. I'm just going to literally show up, do a little bit of a peruse, try to listen in on, and she kind of gives a little bit of quotation marks, listen in. They won't have any idea what's going on.
Alright then. I was about to suggest you take away the fun from this lot, but this one certainly, and probably a few of them, will have their hands full tomorrow. Possibly.
Well, I tell you what, it'll be like a vacation compared to tonight.
Oh, aye. In fact, we might actually just... I mean, we probably will get repeat business from them tomorrow. I'm just trying to think. We could have a day off for these. But at the least, I think tomorrow... I think tomorrow night a lot of us will probably be here to work at the tavern.
Most of us, yeah.
I'll show up. We'll still show up tomorrow. We appreciate the offer, but yeah, there's going to be people probably coming back. Maybe in a couple days we can just take something when it's slower.
Alright, even.
You have to remember it. Tip money.
I know.
And I tell you what, I definitely made a killing in tips tonight. Oh boy.
Tom in the kitchen.
And Tom just calls out, "It's alright, she does a tip share."
That's good. Because we don't.
I think we do probably pay a living wage, though.
Oh, we do pay a proper wage, aye.
Oh yeah.
Sort of. We never asked them what their means were. Just, you know, they are
they're
doppelgangers. They've
alive.
got different requirements. We don't know if Trumpeter even has a home.
Doesn't he live with us now?
No.
They go somewhere.
Not yet.
There's just a box in the back streets filled up with hay.
Nobody's
Free
checked the
bird.
top of the tower lately.
I mean,
That's in your-
he's
Ooh.
probably in some bird box with the rest of the Kenkus down there in the harbor.
Auric, you have access to the tower. He could be your roommate. Don't you like the idea of that?
Everything
Would
you
be-
say will be recorded.
That's a terrifying thought.
What, all he's gonna know is everything you can do with a potato.
That's just a long list and highly classified.
I know, there's 7 things. There's one that no halfling will commit to a book. It can only be shared orally between them. Luckily, that's not what they're suggesting you do with a potato.
Your mouth should be involved at some point. I mean,
Just not other
potatoes
people's
aren't.
at the same time. It's that simple.
Yeah, there's an idea. Kama Sutra for halfling.
No. What?
The
On that topic,
sexual stump.
Fergus looks to be drunk enough where he's going to have trouble stumbling home. Tarwin looks mildly concerned. She says, I think I'm going to take him back home
Aye.
before he can't walk anymore.
Much as I
Zord's
like his coin, it is terrible to see him getting in this state.
I'm okay. I am okay. I can
believe him.
walk straight if I'm on a boat. This isn't a boat.
Not a boat. Quite a long walk, as I fucking well know, to get to a boat.
We'll get carriage.
Aye.
He will be sober once he reaches the boat, though.
Probably I'll need another drink when I get there. Zord has a disapproving look, but doesn't say anything as they leave.
Maybe we should, next time he shows up, we'll, moderate his consumption a wee bit.
Mm.
What if we should charge him more for every drink? That way he won't be able to
No.
afford it.
That's how you lose a customer.
Damn.
I believe he probably needs a couple restrictions.
Okay.
I'll be having a chat with him. I am surprised he managed to stay most of the night without drinking, though. That was very good of him until things slowed down.
Aye, sort of flipped, though. That was a hell of a little display you got going there with the staff.
He gives a little bit of a grin. Why, you're welcome. I thought you might need the assistance.
Turns out we did, aye.
I just had an inkling when I read the paper, and, well, I popped by a little bit. Just after you all went off to your party, I spoke with some of the staff. I had heard about the influx of people, and I made arrangements.
Aye, what an end to that party it was.
Oh?
Well, Lou, you remember what happened, don't you?
I happen to prove myself as a fantastic spy to a different spy at the request of a spy.
Not that one, the other one.
Yeah, not the one you're thinking of. But I myself unveiled a spy sent to spy upon the party. Yes, all by myself.
Wonderful job, Lou.
The party event, not party us. Yes, wonderful job.
I'm sure whoever sent you there will be incredibly thrilled.
I tell him about the fact that I did that. I'm sure he'll find out anyway.
All on his own initiative.
Mhm.
Don't. Don't you fucking play along to that.
I'm trying to be sneaky, like Okay, yeah, no, I really didn't do much.
You could have.
I got like 20% of the way there, I think.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna but right. It's alright if they hear it, doesn't really matter much. Horik Nadrax. I want to ask this question for you, because you both seem very confident that you've done your job and all. You were going to sit down and tell your employer, Mert, that you had spotted the spy, correct? That's what you were going to do.
Yep.
Right. Now, think about this. His follow-up question was going to be, why do you think he were a spy? What is your evidence of any sort? What the fuck were you two going to be able to say in that account?
I, for one, would say he was far too interested in everyone else's conversation.
At a party, that's sort of what you do, is networking.
And everyone, a couple people I was kind of marking definitely had the same vibe of getting information out of people, just not sure what.
Also, you're missing the point of spying operations. It's like Family Feud.
I mean, you did say he did say he was looking for a spy from Luskan specifically, or the Bragandiev people, which operate from Luskan out. So all evidence we found pointed to him being, evidence.
So you're going to say...
Circumstantial evidence, but yes.
You're going to say all the evidence you had was the man said he was from Luskan.
Everyone else I asked also said they were from Luskan. And a playwright who doesn't actually go to plays or play in them, that hasn't even
well, you were an
applied to
actor.
one. Actor, yes. Yeah, so basically he is apparently an actor, but has done no acting in here, or hasn't been much interested in acting at all, from what it sounds like, but is very interested in what other people say. Well, and everyone else at the party who looked suspicious that actually have alibis, or were known to be difficult in ways that would not befit a spy. Like that racist asshole in the corner. Mosen something.
That one who were one of the heads of a guard. I think you were off the hook, to be fair, at the start of the occasion.
It would be funny to turn him into a spy.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was the captain of the guard, but yes. There was also the other guy from Luskan, that lovely captain of the icebreaker, but from what I heard from himself and other people who knew him, he's also not quite the spy type. And not very patriotic of Luskan either. So yes.
You'd think that would almost be the correct cover instead of roaring about your national pride in the place run by potentially Brigadier. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just giving examples here of cases. Yeah, it's a bit of confirmation would have helped.
I mean, also this one hung around in a area where not much was going on, and making pretty eyes at an old lady with of no great consequences, I believe. Not really something a spy would do either. Unless she specifically was a target, but I don't think she was.
You know, not that I know anything about the spy we caught, but I get the vibe he might spend some of his time going after an older lady.
Oh, hold
but for
on.
a job! But for a job!
Yes,
Yeah,
Rena?
yes, he has extra time.
Let me check something real quick. Hold
Just
on.
gotta see a few ages.
Yes. But for work
By
or pleasure
human,
is the question.
by human standards, yes.
I mean, certainly by non-human standards, he is definitely...
Zord is busying himself with his ladies.
Just to reassert to himself.
I think our friend is interested in a lot of people.
Too many sometimes, perhaps.
Yes, but
No
the
such
question
thing.
is it a work interest or a personal interest?
Well, we'll meet him sometime to ask him, perhaps.
Well, he's gonna hire me clearly now
Yes.
that I impressed him so much.
Lou, everybody knows
Yes.
you've already been hired.
Yes, but can I get hired twice and potentially get paid twice?
You'd have to ask him that.
Can
Harden's
can
about ready to
assume
just
to
say
me,
it.
though?
Harden's about ready to just look at him and go, alright, can you hire him a second time?
To get
Holds it
hired
back,
twice,
though.
you actually have to have a decent second identity. I don't think you've got one of those yet.
No, I gotta work on the Captain Cousin guy. He was a failure.
I mean, I will also say,
Zord actually rubs his temples when you bring up the cousin guy.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
I know. I remember quite well how that did not go well.
Next time, I'm sure I'll nail it.
So long as you ask any questions whatsoever about the man.
That's-
I will.
Cookies. The cookies were good.
I would also say, what would you have done to unmask the spy if there was no head to smack off?
Well,
What if there was actually a human working
Shot him
for
with a
them?
gun? I don't know.
well, that little bit were just to look good for the drama purposes of it and whatnot.
Yes, but hopefully we don't get chewed out over it.
For the record, I had no idea there was going to be sparkles. Damn, that's a bad time for a 1.
Even the girls are looking at you, Lou, and then just saying, "You were aware, weren't you?"
I did
What
discourage it to
sparkles?
some. I discouraged it to some small degree.
No, the whole hat thing were
Did
his
you?
the whole hat thing were his idea in the first place anyway. This was an agreed upon thing of just, a little bonus for the Harper information.
And then
Yeah.
hopefully I get promoted, and then I can feed them more false information, which I guess is my job.
Well, we'll say sanitized information, shall we?
I mean,
could just lie.
there's-
No, we've gone over this. You've obviously proven you cannot.
I should be good at it.
You should.
You should be. And that's what Zord says.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say I can't do any worse than the average person, but I still did about as bad as the average person.
Zord just shakes his head. And says, "My ladies and I will be leaving you, so please do have a great day." Although Lou, I did receive some word you might want to go upstairs to your room. I believe you have a guest.
Is it of the Harper variety?
No,
No, that's why he's able to communicate. It should be obvious who's suggesting.
Please tell me it's not a revenant.
You haven't pissed
Who?
off anyone enough who's died.
Okay. Yeah,
That we know of.
Yep.
Well, we were there each time.
And Felwick's probably the only person who knows where he's been all the time. We don't keep too much of an eye on him at night. Who knows what he's pissed off?
He does have a few free hours, usually to find snacks.
Just-
Felric just shakes his head. He has not killed anybody to my knowledge, other than the ones that you all have seen.
Felric just settling in for his trance, and then you just hear the quiet little crinkling of a sweet wrapper coming undone. Just one boiled sweet at a time.
I did totally murder that gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man doesn't count, darling. It's not alive.
What about
Oh.
the ginger man who
We'll
was
see.
running the stall?
Fuck's sake.
Zord just shakes his head. Lou, 2 people are upstairs waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
go deal
going
with
to
that.
go for a lovely night with my ladies. You all have a pleasant day.
Lou, you fucked up. He's on his way. He just has to prepare a bit.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to add about the spy. Uncovering the spy is usually a bad idea. It is the better to know who the spy is and see them work when they don't know they've been uncovered.
Except in this
Yeah,
case,
you
we were
can
on the friendly
expose
side with him and could easily just have a
what-
conversation with him about the purposes of it for the
Yes,
mission.
I mean from the viewpoint of the Harpers. You did ask what we would have told the Harpers.
Alright.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
From the Harper's perspective, unmasking the spy would be the bad thing.
Hey,
They could
you
have
don't want to.
supposedly fed him false information and things like that.
Yes. Knowing more than the spy is usually good.
But right, yep. So Lou, are you going upstairs for your conversation?
Yeah, I guess. Is Felrith coming?
Yep, Felrect has already started moving over. Alright, let's go. Up and at him.
It's like 2 a.m. I really have no concept of time because I don't really sleep, but
Lou, we have to go talk with the boss.
yeah, I'm going.
Oh, I get this out at this time. That's lovely. Right, let's go fill this bucket. After all, we've got to clean the outside of a street.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong. There's been some cleanup that happened. Not a lot.
Yeah,
Nat
it's a
guy
lot of
moves
it's a
over.
lot of foot space to just tidy bits up on.
Nat moves over
I'll
and
be.
signs. Do you want some help?
It's a lovely offer, but I think it's time you got a nice little break. But if you
She
want to,
kind of nods.
but you know, if you want to assist, if you're dead set on it, here you go. Sorry, giving her a brush.
She takes it and goes outside.
Okay.
Well, I'll be. He actually went and took their fucking bear turds.
Yep. Oh yeah. And any sort of animal
Kind of important that they take
excrement
that.
is that's gone away. But
There's
if Lou,
it's just that wave and the wave and ebb of business where there's people charging in because oh my god, there's an amazing polar bear, and then there's the time oh my god, there's just a massive lake of piss spreading out from beneath that polar bear's cage.
Oh no!
Oh.
Never work with animals or children.
Yes, Lou, as you enter your room, the balcony door is open, giving a nice, wafting, very refreshing cold breeze. You find a Jarlaxle and a Cribbig waiting there.
Okay, let me try this one more time. Before, I had no idea there was going to be sparkles. Yeah?
Lou. Lou.
At least I didn't do it.
That I'll believe. Lou, come here.
You got a hat for me?
No, you seem to have your own hat. I saw you with the hat.
I did buy the hat.
You can keep that hat.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, boy?
As I did describe, my idea was horrible, and it was the head empty strategy. That was crossing that off the list.
You see Jarlaxle turns and looks at Felric, and Felric just puts his hand up and says, he informed me of the strategy, and I explicitly told him not to do it.
That did happen.
Wonderful.
That did
Lou,
happen.
did you just admit to deliberately doing something idiotic?
I thought it might work the second time.
Why?
Too much to eat.
If you're
I mean-
working, have you considered maybe not eating too much then?
It's
Have
just
you
usually-
considered thinking?
I have, especially after tonight, I have been informed it would be a specifically very good idea now that I'm actually, doing work.
This is an instruction for all times, Lou. Think. You have a brain in there, I presume. Unless it's gone away somehow. At this point, I question if you have one in there. Have you tried? This is a standing order. Think before you do things.
And especially before I say things.
Correct.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking now.
I doubt that. But yes, before you say something, think it over in your head what you're going to say before you say it. The full and complete sentence before it comes out of your mouth.
Can I still be a little bit goofy with my friends?
With your friends, yes. Anything related to work, no.
Okay. I do want to do a good job, you know.
You haven't.
I did one
Not
or twice.
recently. Once or twice, yes, you did exemplary. And then you do things like tonight, or that lovely cousin incident.
I should not have brought that back up.
When did you bring it up?
I mean, I just assume you were listening and invisible and not clearly right directly in front of me.
No, Lou, I was waiting up here with Kribbig.
Hi, Kribbig.
Kribbig just kind of... He does give you a wave, but he's got 2 fingers up against his temple. And you can tell he's fighting a headache. Alright, so this is how this is going to go. Felrecta, please do go join everybody else on the street. I heard that they need some assistance down there. And Felric gives a pause before slowly slinking out. Go help everybody clean up.
Suddenly feel less safe.
Good! That would be correct. Now, let's go over the actual what you're going to have to do.
With the Harpers?
Correct. Tell Mert that you had identified basically that who I was. You revealed me because you had concern for our lovely hostess. And that afterwards I came by to your tavern to have a word with you because I was quote unquote impressed by your ability to suss me out. All right?
And now, should I tell him specifically that I thought you were the leader of the whole thing, or just a spy?
Did you receive information on the leader of Dragonheist?
I mean,
From
he said
him?
he said he was, you know, a slippery bad guy.
I do remember he also specified the eye patch and the hat.
Okay. So it fits the description, although could still be a regular spy posing as the boss, but you know.
Because theoretically, you could just say that you managed to see through the disguise. It's not infallible.
No, the hat thing is a pretty big weakness.
Oh no! I mean, and he uses it to do the disguise. What you're seeing, if you notice, it doesn't look like I have the hat on. Theoretically, if you know what you're doing and you have the ability to do so, you can actually see through the disguise. For instance, I look like a human right now. If you really focused, theoretically, you could possibly see through to what actually is. It's not completely infallible. Oh, please do.
Let me try. What do I do? What do I roll? Not that I'm rolling anything.
We'll just go with an insight.
Ah, yes. Much like Harton, I scrutinize.
Taken after father, huh?
Hilariously, you don't quite see it. I'll be blunt with you. You would need a 25. But yeah, you don't quite see it. But you almost feel like it. You got it. You're like, I think I could do it. Jarlax will just kind of.
One eye just very obviously bolting out.
Jarlaxle just taps the hat. Don't feel bad if you can't figure it out because I'm fairly good at this. But that's one of the reasons why I can't necessarily do this in front of everyone. I have to be careful because certain individuals are more likely to see through it than others.
Like Laurel Silverhand.
Correct. I try not to pretend to be different people around her for that reason. So yes, my best advice, yes. Tell Mert that I came to you, which is true. And that
I don't have to lie.
Correct. And that I offered you a position in Dragonheist, which is also true. It's just 2 different incidences.
It just happened a bit later in my story that I'm making up. But the same thing happened.
Right.
I'll leave out the stealing of the documents. That would probably be suspicious.
Please do. We do not want him asking about those, and you do not want him in your business about those. That will make things very complicated for me and for you.
Oh, things are really crystal clear right now.
So, of course, anytime that the Harpers, for instance, ask for you to give information about Dragonheist, either go to Felrect, or if you see me, you can ask me personally, and I will inform you what to tell them.
This should be easy the first time. Just vague, like, yes, I have an entry-level position with them now. I shall continue to gather info as a spy would.
Exactly.
I'm a natural.
Oh, whenever they ask for something, just say that I will look into it.
Not that I'll directly ask my boss, who's my real boss.
Correct. Now, I'm going to be heading on out for the night. I have been very busy. And I have a headache. So, you and Kribbig will be having a lovely evening. Have a great day. And he gets up to go leave and he just kind of taps his hat. And he turns back into Mr. Erstein and goes to leave.
Aren't you like wanted in that form?
Yeah,
Oh, have fun, I guess.
it's not like anybody's going to recognize me. And
I
he
just
leaves.
did.
You don't count, Lou.
Damn. Again.
He tries to go through his 1 to 10 and just skips 9 by accident.
And Kribbig just kind of, right then, we're going to have to do lessons on how to be a drow tonight.
I thought that might be coming.
You have caused an absolute headache. Did you know that?
It is my, at this point, only talent.
You say that like you're proud.
He is.
It's all I have, man. It's all I have.
Have you tried being competent?
Once, and I got fucking downed by a demon.
I would try more of that. I did hear about that. It was very impressive. Try it again. Just without the downing part.
Oh, no, please, don't have Camaro bring more demons. Please don't have him do that.
I wasn't intending on him bringing more demons, but okay.
Thank fuck.
All right. And yes, Lou, you start getting a lovely, lovely lesson on how to be a drow. You start hearing all the wonderful drow customs, down to including what to say to female drow if you meet them.
Ideally, nothing in Lou's case.
See, we're
Exactly.
doing a shorthand the session, but Rena will DM you, and you will have a
Every
6-hour
single
course.
rule.
It'll be like Duolingo lessons.
Duolingo for drow culture.
She will come to your house.
With a drow gun, because they have guns.
Yep, you get a rundown on culture in Menzo Baronzon. Namely, yes, do not speak to a female unless you're spoken to first. Keep your eyes averted unless they specify otherwise. Sure as heck, don't try to, do not put a hand on them for anything unless they tell you to.
And do not try to win them over with Lou humor.
Yes. No humor at all. Very yes, no, only exactly what they're asking from. Nothing entertaining. No humor.
Joke's on them. I'm not funny or entertaining.
He doesn't answer that. He just pretends that wasn't said and keeps going.
But they fucking love sight gags, man. A good old banana peel slip, it's the funniest fucking thing in Underdark. They can't get enough of a good old plank gag.
Kribbig, is when he gets done, he goes to leave. I'll tell Felric. I'll let Felric know that he's able to come back in. Oh, and you might want to check your pocket. You apparently missed it about 2 hours ago. He takes his
It's a
leave.
busy night.
Lou, you have a note in your pocket.
Huh. I should probably read this.
Mm-hmm. It has 3 street names. It has, and let me bring you over to the map because it has a collection of. Technically, it's 3 street. It's more than 3 street. But where's my draw tool? Gosh. It mentions Silmore Street and Hassatir Street. It says Street of the Sword, and what was that other one that was right there? I can't remember. Simbrel's Walk. And then it also has the High Road and Slipstone Street. That's all it says.
There's 3 boxes now on the map. I should probably confer with the party because I can't be trusted with this information.
You're not wrong.
But he's got to think that he can't be trusted with information first. Does he know that?
Wait, I came up with that idea of sharing it with party. I can't be trusted. That must be bullshit idea.
Oh no, Lou gets imposter syndrome.
Oh no.
Well, he should.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He does not deserve to be where he is.
Nepotism, my friend.
Lou is just normal. We all have imposter
Unknown
syndrome.
nepotism.
Oh, somebody knows it's nepotism.
Jarlaxle.
Arden.
Alright, actually.
Arden's apparently the only one who's worked it out. And again, he got that fucking private movie and shit. Speaking to another creature from beyond.
But yeah, so do you go to speak to the party?
Yes. I can only imagine this was given to me by Jarlaxle, this note, with these addresses.
As a matter of fact, the note smells faintly of lavender.
Jarlaxle's favorite perfume.
And he rubbed it on himself, I guess.
Almost every note he's given you, if he's meant for you to know, has smelled of lavender.
You
That's
guys want
the
to go?
thing he does.
You guys want to go investigate some shit?
Is that what he says? Just
Yeah.
For any particular reason, though?
Well,
It was given to me by, Jarlaxle, so it's probably important. Or a really, really stupid prank.
right, have you lot forgot about the Wazoo bit, the article? This
Well,
is about
I
the
can only
stolen
imagine-
art pieces.
So he's giving us a head start. And you guys are going to help, right?
In the morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's
in the
that's spell right.
morning.
I can help you in the morning, but not right now. No, thank you.
But Lou,
Yes, you have to help me. The party doesn't.
but Lou, think about this, you see. Right now, instead of asking us to help you, you could fucking help us pick up that brush pan. Go on. You only need 4 hours of sleep, I know that for a fact, so get working.
I wish I had prestidigitation.
So does
Making
Jenks.
it look like it's clean doesn't work as well.
Does Uzana have prestidigitation?
He does.
Yes.
She's just breezing through the kitchen.
Yes.
Oh. But, yes. Eventually, the tavern is clean enough. You are all able to shuffle off to bed.
Hooray.
We're putting
Finally
all of in the
able to
beholder's
shuffle off.
eye.
You all actually do get, sleep. Somehow.
Yay.
Just, however, 1 or 2 people, don't get as much of a sleep. Uzana, you have some very interesting dreams. They're not unpleasant, but they're interesting.
Okay.
Oh, 1 second. Where is it? Da. That is not what I was looking for. Ah, there you go. You have a very interesting dream of what seems to be a library of vaulted stone.
Ooh.
And you just kind of dream of yourself getting lost in the absolutely endless lore everywhere around you. It's a very pleasant dream.
Yes.
And you wake up.
Oh.
Unfortunately, yeah, everybody has to wake up at some point in time.
Don't say, oh, I'm
Oh.
right fucking here. Your dream incarnate.
Uh-huh.
Unlike art incarnate.
Exactly.
That's a nightmare.
You must have met him one of the other aisles.
Very
Wow.
good.
Oh.
Are you getting funny little turns as well? I must admit, I'm enjoying not having my dreams invaded for a while.
It was a wonderful library.
Oh, so nothing unusual then. What sort of construction, eh? We're at Dwarven, Elvish this time?
Uzana?
Yes?
It's not one you're directly familiar with, actually. You know it's stone. You only saw the inside of it.
No, can't quite say. It was stone, certainly, but... Well, also, I didn't see you or the kids there, but...
Well, that's not too unusual. It is a wee dream, after all.
Well, I guess that means it was almost perfect.
Ah. You wee sweetheart, you come here.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Knock, knock, knock.
Harton.
I was about to say, I'm hoping... Door. See, it was a case of... The better be under 4.5 feet, but it was a case of... There's too many people in the house that still fit that height.
This is on the front door.
Oh, well, you fucking haven't moved there. That's someone else's problem right now.
Knock, knock, knock.
I open the door. Hello?
It is your paper boy. Oh, hello, sir. I got your paper.
Thank you for the paper. I believe we paid for it yesterday.
He frowns. It's 1 silver, sir. That was a tip.
No, you asked for 2 silver yesterday. That's a tip.
Yeah, it's a tip. That's a tip. It's 1 silver.
I hand over 1 silver.
And then he presents 1 paper.
Okay.
Here, sir. And he goes off. Happy as a clam.
I look at the front of the paper. Does it say 5 copper?
No, it is 1 silver. The paper is 1 silver. And you all do eventually get to come on down. It's a wonderful morning. No problems. The children are down and having a blast. They are still tired, actually, but, in a good mood.
Putin is once again wrapped up on Harton's chest instead. Let's see what we've got going on here today.
Well, finally one. I don't have to read.
Oh, no, you will. But a brief skim, I think we've managed to skip most of it. We're only in the editorials.
Well, today I'm going to make art history. So.
Well, we'll find out about that. Neverwinter's power plays and hostilities. Draggle's power grab will cause Neverwinter's end. The city of Neverwinter is in the spotlight again. Bit of an odd piece to have in a Waterdeepian paper. Waterdeep and Neverwinter once had decent relations, but the relationship between the two has gone silent. Waterdeep isn't the only city finding relations with Vidula of the North strained. Gottlegrim's freshly crowned king Runar Battlehammer, age uncertain. Weren't he king already? Has reportedly butted heads with Neverember already. Which doesn't seem a wise decision on the Protectorate's part when one considers... No, he's been fucking king of like 3 places, hasn't he? Because he was king of his own little clan up in Icewind Dale, then there was it Mithril Hall, and now got... Fuck's sake. How many crowns can a man have?
He's either really good or really bad.
Well, you can have 3 crowns before you have to pay extra upkeep. Then you can merge that together to become an emperor.
That's a problem with your long-lived people, though. You get up to 2 fucking much. A man should only have 1 fucking kingship in him. Anyway, doesn't seem wise decision on the Protectorate's part when one considers the success that army held in the recent war within Lurar?
Lurar.
Rar. XD.
Luar Lululemon. Gotcha.
No.
Low.
The wisdom of button heads with a reborn champion of... Fucking reborn? What is this shit? I think we're getting spoilers, kids. We'll have to check about this later. Backed not only by a dwarven army, but Drizzt Do'Urden is in question.
What? Of course he's in question. He's not real.
Lou, fucking stop that. 2 swords is incredibly easy to do.
I can't even do one. I could probably do one.
Alright.
I'm gonna need a sword.
You have one.
Oh shit.
The trade routes to Neverwinter via the forges of Gauntlgrim have not materialised, and this is clearly from the hubris of Dagult Neverember himself. All of this is occurring while Luskin, usually the antagonist of history, well fuck me, they're going on a bit of a change here, seems to be making diplomatic overtures that are giving some pause and causing folks to turn their heads. Luskin and Neverwinter both have faced trials in these tough years. High Captain Beniago Curf, age uncertain, said in a... I can't actually fucking see the scrolls below. Oh no, it does
That's
continue
my
on.
cousin.
It really does continue on, okay. Said in a missive to the Lord's Alliance members. They've taken aid from the Sword Coast, including from Luskin itself. Instead of using this as a chance to better the stability of the coast, has gone back to petty squabbles of old, knocking the helping hands aside so that they may drive a dagger into our guts. They decry piracy while hiring them to fill in the gaps in Neverwinter's harbour. Well, Curf has his bias, his points resonate. Why do we call a city led by one who's stolen so much from us an ally? Why is Gauntlgrim send the dwarven workforce to Luskin instead of their neighbours? What does Brunner know that we do not? Apparently how to be fucking sitting on a fancy chair more than once. Does Neverwinter deserve their spot in the Alliance? We will leave you with Curf's closing statements, which hit closer to home than we thought they would. Than we thought they would. Dagult's power grab will cause Neverwinter's end. I just hope our people will awake in time to stop it. Sounds alright, cunt, doesn't he? That fits. You think your boss is giving them a few fucking gold for a nice shiny view on Luskin here?
I mean, the whole history's villain, that was pretty rough.
I don't think he's actually buying off the paper. I wouldn't be surprised if he is trying to borrow an ear. But I do know that Beniago's been instructed to start pushing a bit more.
Well, I've got to slide this one over to Uzana for obvious reasons for the next story.
Crime reports. Books pilfered. Profit or kindling. Books are a form of art. I look at Lou.
I like
And
art.
it is a crime to steal them. Sometimes books are stolen for reasons such as profit or revenge. My eyesight has not changed targets. It is likely in the case of Maximiel Featherstick. He awoke to discover 40 books in his private collection have been pilfered, including 10 first edition signed copies of various worth. Some of the priceless
That's
works
as many
stole.
as 420.
Yo.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Some of the priceless works stole are a first edition signed copy of Kessel's Tower by Louis Gendra, Black Velvet Silver Heat number 20 by Jurin Halen, Volo's Guide to All Things Magical by Volothamp Gedrarm, and Deacon's Tale of Doom by Deacon. Where these books went, we have no clue. Mr. Featherstick has more than his fair share of enemies, so revenge on his prized collection is possible. On the other hand, it could simply be a theft for monetary gain. Only time will tell.
I've actually been wanting to get a hold of that Deacon's book.
I don't know. I remember there was this half elf that bard in one of the bars to try to sing one of his songs, and I don't know if it was the quality of the bard or the song itself, but that's the first time I ever tried to experience having my ear bleed.
It had a clear meaning to it, though. It weren't messing around with metaphors or whatnot. The author clearly interpreted the purpose of the song and the tone. It was about doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
We are doomed! Kessel's Tower, what a fucking nunty. Actually do have Voller's Guide to All Things Magical on the tablet.
I know.
And a special cameo
Found
appearance
the
from...
thief.
Yeah, and a special guest appearance by Black Velvet, Silver Heat, number 20. From a different campaign, a different time.
The fact that it was in her sheet.
Both of them were.
Oh.
I along with Brownie.
And Muffin.
Mm-hmm.
In all caps.
Lovely reading. I don't think that's that doesn't sound like a JB scandal though, because it would have just been there, as fake ones instead.
True.
Still though, feel free to look harshly at Lou again. I think he's going to need it today.
Oh. Have to be the anti-stealer.
Alright, who gets the letters to the editor? On you go.
Hunting
That's
down at Troll Skull Tavern was a blast. Froon's Brews does have a decent stew, but you can't beat a polar bear and an owlbear.
We fucking could. We have. Well, an owlbear. We haven't done a polar bear.
Well,
just had
that's
a
what they're
polar bear.
saying. Yeah, they're saying that the brew is fine, but you can't beat a polar bear and an owlbear, which you have.
And one of the lads working there even has an adorable little white one. How do you see that, you little critter? You're in the newspaper. They're looking out. What with them being heroes and all, I can't see going anywhere else.
We're heroes?
Sensible lass. Right, someone else?
Why is a random bloke's drunken rampage a front page worthy article? Shameful exploitation. Franklinton Witherspoon. Editor's note: your son-in-law's rampage was shameful, not our reporting.
I want to do the ad.
We'll do it then.
Let's be honest. Several of us probably read the ad and were getting ready to leave the inn at that time.
Hey, come on down to Goonberg's Goodies. The car is on Shield Street with Mini Cat's Alley, and I got the best muffins and cupcakes. Oh, hey, around. Come up today, and I'll even have a red velvet cupcake that'll make your mouth water any time on the old day. Bring an empty stomach, yay.
Yeah, why'd you decide to come from Boulder's Gate for that one?
Goonberg spoke to me. He spoke through me, perhaps. I kinda wanna go there, though.
Boulder's Gate here. Forget about it.
I'm bouldering here.
I love that when in Baldur's Gate he said it's Balder in time. And then he gated all over it.
I'm gonna go there on my way to thwart JB, I think.
What a shock. You're interested in going to the muffin and cupcake stall. At least pick up
It's
a couple
red velvet.
Let me finish. At least pick up a few for the rest of us, eh?
No red velvets. I'll get everything else, though.
Yeah, I don't really fancy red velvets anyway.
What?
Holger wants a red velvet he can come with.
Yeah, you see Squidly pops up. Mr. Harton, we can't go with to go get a red velvet cupcake?
I didn't say you couldn't. You can go along, sure.
We have
I'll
to
tell you
plan
all about my plan to thwart JB today. I mean, Art's plan to thwart JB. I'm not Art Incarnate.
What'd you say, lad?
I was saying, we could all go get the cupcakes.
Hey. Nothing says we can't right now. We've got a little bit of a morning to enjoy. Bit of a bugger about that man missing his book, so.
I mean, we could go help him, but...
We could, but I'm not sure he's written into the adventure yet.
Correct, I did not intend that.
He could have just been a flavor text type of man.
There's something about him that says he only exists in the confines of this wazoo. Or maybe I've taken too many blows to the head, my item object permanence is fucking gone.
You need your item interaction. Don't forget the item interaction.
Yes, Lou, you should go and see this man. It's a possible lead on JB.
He
To the
actually be
Featherstick
Jalaxel
household.
himself.
There's a fine line between art and literature. He might be trying to expand his horizons.
Alternative.
Feather stick is almost like feather hat.
Okay. And we find out it is in fact just Jarlaxle again.
He stole his own books.
It's just like a
I
fucking
don't
American
know
dad joke.
that-
Who's this horse trainer? This is you. We're gonna get here and it'll be you. The possibility is high.
And Jarlaxle, or not Jarlaxle, Felric just looks over. I don't think Featherstick is one of Jarlaxle's areas.
You can't know all of them.
It doesn't sound like Jarlaxle.
Funny because it kind of defeats the point of a secret identity, but
Well, he likes to show off after all.
Yeah, he shrugs and just goes, yep, that's actually kind of one of the things. If you're looking for him, a lot
first
easier
time
to
I met
find
was
him.
JB never caught.
Hey, Joe. It's a bit fucked up that he goes by JB despite the whole Banery bit being an actual secret in lore.
I think the writers forgot this
Oops.
because yeah, it comes up a lot. But
Bringing
yeah,
the Earth is still a B.
although weirdly enough, the couple of times where he's had to use a last name on the service, he goes by Jarlaxle Dier. So yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah, it should have
I
just
think
been
that-
JD.
Yeah, it should be JD, but
He's a
Yeah,
shady
he-
shady.
there are people who know, so it's one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
Jarlaxle of Bragendareth. There you go. But so yes, what is everybody doing this fine morning?
Muffins, cupcakes, sweets.
Art crime.
Anyone want some waffles? Cargo now has a waffle press.
You are a saint.
Why do you have him sit on it?
Oh, I mean, well, since we moved the coffee, that space has become available for other things. So
You see, you gotta have him use his feet. It's a waffle stomp.
Just watching him lift the tail and then just squirting batter.
Oh god, it's so liquidy.
I mean, the space was recently freed up, and I just couldn't let it,
I'm sorry, but that makes no sense. Remember, heat rises. So middle of the back is probably a better position.
And actually, instead of putting more food items, you should put an engagement ring in there because clearly she'll find it.
What?
His first thoughts of violence towards
I
another
would've-
party member.
It's all
I
They're
would've-
happening right now.
I would have expected him to ask why would she need an engagement ring for.
That would be how Gaddix proposes, come to think of it, is...
Yeah.
I think... No. Ever since we got rid of the coffee dispenser, that opening just hasn't worked right. Could you dig your finger in there for a bit just to clear out some gunk, and she comes out with a fucking ring?
Just covered in oil.
Oh God!
It's so romantic for a gnome.
It's just a flat washer.
Yeah,
He just keyed it out to be thinner and... Oh boy. Well, we get ourselves a little bit of a sugar boost for the rest of the day, and then you can trot around, finding stolen artwork and whatnot. You get
Is it
your list
already stolen or is it currently being stolen? I guess we'll find out.
probably stolen during the night, but what's the closest location anyway?
Ironically, it's on the way. You bring it on over. I've helpfully marked on the map your cupcakes. But the address that Jarlaxle gave was in this approximate area for the first one. Or one of the first ones. And cupcakes are down here on the map marked cupcakes.
Oh, Harton, you know the most about the city's layout, so you should lead the way.
I only know it mostly a straight line. Actually, Horik, Garrix, and Nades are actually the ones I've run about with a little detector and all.
Isn't Lou supposed to be a semi-native?
Big town. I'm a small guy.
To be fair, he was
Makes
mostly in the southern wards, though, at the Yawning Portal. This is kind of upmarket, this area.
He was not quite on that pay grade yet, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the first location we're heading to?
Well, the nearest one is right there, that box.
Ostentary
reason I
Selmere
can't move
Street.
Cargo.
Okay. Let's go have a wander around.
All right.
See if there's any buildings that look like art galleries for some reason.
Well, it'll probably be a case of knocking over a private collector's.
You know, if we see a trading card store, we've got to go in and check.
And buy some packs.
I think he's going to vary it up a wee bit.
The kids
Are you sure
are.
he seems to have a gimmick?
The kids are very excited, by the way.
Hey, it's a nice wee caper for them.
They get cupcakes.
That
Yeah, these
too.
cupcakes are a bribe. You can't tell anyone that I'm Art Incarnate, because I'm not.
Okay. We weren't going to anyways.
Good, because that would be a lie, and lying is bad, or so I've heard.
Yeah. You should try not lying sometime. It works really well.
But I am clearly very good at lying, you see.
No.
Damn it. You live
Well,
with
no,
me,
you
this shit.
convinced him, but you're bad at lying.
Yeah. It's like, no, we know you're bad at lying. Yeah. We live with you, Lou.
It's the only way you can succeed, Lou, by making people think you're a failure.
I mean, that is legitimately his strategy at this point. It just right now it happens to be true, but once it's not, I got something else coming.
Yes. You come down to the area. You don't know what you're looking for. Give me a perception, everybody. Anybody who cares, anyways.
Dish buildings.
It's a family day out, come on.
Someone please help me. At least give assistance.
He's still thinking
Points.
about how he could
Just
fix
points at a
Chicago
wanted
could be
post.
better.
Just points at a wanted poster. Is this odd?
Is that you?
Harton and Nadrax. Harton just barely got it. Nadrax got it big time. Both of you notice something that might possibly be it. You see that there is it's not really a shop, but it's clearly a converted building. It says on the front, Waterdeep, history displayed. It seems to be some sort of either a museum or something.
Fucking tourist trap. Let's go in. They might have a gift shop.
I want a shirt that says I Heart Waterdeep.
Squirrely just goes, why would you want that?
Send home to my halfling family who are kind of hicks and would think it was cool.
I think they would think it's cool.
No. You need to go to Blackstaff Tower. They've got these fantastic range of shirts. They say this is my destination for evocation.
It's way better than the off-brand I Love Necromancy shirt.
I just
you
want to
will
raise a
enter-
family.
As you all enter, a very bored-looking halfling woman is sitting at the counter. Oh, hello, y'all. It's 1 copper apiece.
Well, Lou, it's
Right.
1 copper apiece.
I have to break up an entire gold piece for this.
We got change.
Do you have change for 100 gold?
You only need to give me 1, sir.
Oh, that would actually be easier, yes.
Yes, it would, sir.
Base
Here you
10,
go.
right?
Hang on, I got silver pieces. Here you
No,
go.
no, this is his little
No.
adventure.
I now
Lou
have
just
9
has-
copper and 9 silver. Fucking yeah.
Lou just has 1 gold coin. That's 100 gold coins melted into 1.
Just a gigantic thing. It's fucking huge.
Does what they did in like old Europe. He just breaks a piece off of it.
Come
on, Lou, she said-
it can be used in self-defense.
No, Lou, she was saying it's 1 copper apiece.
How many of there are you?
Quite a few.
Oh, is Lou paying for everyone?
Can I just give you 2 silver and call it a day?
So, how many pieces of clothing does everyone wear?
No.
Is Kago free?
Was he under 12?
There's 11 people here.
Oh, fuck, no, I
You have to
I'm
break
back
a second.
9 copper.
Constructs, constructs under 3 get in free, right?
The construct don't gotta pay. It's not a person. Is it sentient?
No.
Then
We're
it don't
working
pay.
on that.
As Kago just starts saying, actually, I've been pondering about my possibilities and ambitions. Like, shut the fuck up, you're not sentient right now. I mean, woof.
Why, Father? Why?
You're not 13, you're 12. You're fucking 12.
Look, your basic rules here are don't touch the art. When you leave, you
Okay.
have to exit through the gift shop.
Okay.
Fucking right.
Right?
God, get me a tchotchke.
Come on, pay up. Go on in.
So many coins. 8 silver, 9 copper. What am I gonna do with 9 copper?
Do you have a fucking problem with copper?
No.
I remember
I do have a problem with
when,
silver, though.
I remember when one of my characters had so much money it was actually weighing him down.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing encumbrance.
I don't think it
That's
was
gonna
D&D. I think it was the Warhammer one. My halfling
Yeah.
had so much money that his movement speed was reduced.
Because your carry rate in that there fucking game is terrible. It turned out like
It's
we
like-
had a crossbow in the party and only my character could carry it.
I think they did that in EverQuest 2 at the beginning. They gave money a weight, and if you're a wizard, you are screwed.
You have to be poor. Fuck you, wizard.
That's why they have Tensor's magic disc in this one. That was for literally carrying loot.
Yeah.
But yes,
Character.
as you enter, you see it's actually quite a lovely little place. Surprisingly, it might be a tourist trap, but it's a useful one.
Mhm.
You get to see all sorts of interesting things about the history of the city of Waterdeep. There are paintings, there are little statues, and each of them not only come with the name of whatever it is, but actually an information plaque.
Nice. You have all of these written up, yes?
No,
Because I want to look at this one and that one
Third
and that
piece
one.
on the left.
no, that's not going to happen. But yeah, it does cover some things like you get to learn about the lovely history of Kelvin and his son.
And the fucked up nature of a black staff itself.
Yep. As a matter of fact, there's even a painting specifically for when the Blackstaff Tower actually, started taking the souls of the Blackstaffs. That was Kelvin's son who did that.
That's a lot of screaming looking wizards. That's terrifying.
Or any of them just secretly Charlaxle as a wizard.
He's actually
Give
in
me-
several of the paintings. You just see the silhouette of his hat.
Yeah.
Give me a perception. Anybody who's looking for your fakes.
I wish I could inspire myself.
Yes, let's let the comedy commence. Sure.
No. Bjorn has no fucking
Yeah.
clue about. He's looking at a trash can and going, this looks like more.
I will burn the inspiration to assist Lou.
This is.
And I got a 1!
Come on, roll 20. This isn't funny
I mean,
anymore.
that's so much better than that one didn't even fucking count.
Yep. Okay.
That's a lot of 6s. I just want to point that out.
It was hard actually helping, or no?
Yeah, I was helping. I rolled that for a joke, really. It's fucking
Okay.
1!
You matched my 6 and then quadrupled it. Tripled it, actually. I can't do math.
This isn't an algorithm. This is a
So,
joke.
not counting Lou's 21.
No, I was actually giving him assistance.
you
I just
was?
clicked because
Okay.
I felt it in my bones there was going to be
It
a
was gonna
terrible
be a
roll.
1.
I didn't think it was a 1. I just wanted to see something more than a 6.
You could.
Turns out
Nope.
no.
Too bad.
Nadrax, Uzana, and Lou, you all kind of zoom in on one thing in particular. Nadrax and Uzana, you originally clue in on it because something seems to be amiss after you start reading it. Lou, you zoom in for an entirely different reason, and I already know you're going to zoom in for this reason.
Boom.
You notice, all three of you, and anybody else around, it looks like an adorable crystal penguin with ruby eyes.
Ooh.
We might keep that one.
Oh.
And
Boom.
the lovely, yes, it is, the plaque announces it as the moon penguin of Boof. It has ruby eyes, supposedly, that glow when Waterdeep is in danger. They're not glowing right now.
Well, that's good.
And something just doesn't seem quite right with it.
Which is surprising. Look at the expression.
It's really weird. You three are just kind of looking, and it's like something's not quite right. And you notice as you walk around a little bit, you can see almost that something seems to be on the bottom of it. You can kind of see through the crystal, and when you stand in just the right position, a text is visible at the bottom of the penguin. All it
Made
says,
in Luskan.
the only thing that you can see that it says, and the only indication that this isn't clearly the moon penguin of Boof,
This is the real one. Why the fuck would it say that?
no. All it says is 3 words. From the haberdasherer. That's it.
From the hat maker?
From the haberdasherer.
Hey, you remember who? It's the one you were complaining about.
Hmm.
JB never caught the hat maker.
Mm.
Also known as your dad, as your boss.
Yeah.
That was just slipping out of cell. That wasn't character methods.
Yes. That is
Well?
something.
I look to Lou.
Now, it's not a painting this time, but I'm pretty sure that's fake.
Yes, and weren't you supposed to be doing something with fakes?
I mean, I could steal it and probably face the exact same consequences if it was real.
Well, it's a case of, you
No.
write up an article now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a funny way to. I mean, boof. It's just a great start. Yeah,
Well, as I
I-
remember, Lou, you were told to collect the clues to find them.
And this one is the boofing haberdasher.
The moon
Oryx
pendulum.
wandered up to a bored halfling at the counter and asking how many visitors a day they generally get in here.
It depends. I mean, some days there's absolutely bugger all.
Some-
Other days there's a couple.
How about the last couple of days?
Some of the days we had a couple people come in, yeah.
Any interesting people?
Nah. I mean, a couple
Okay.
good-looking ones. There've been a couple good-looking ones.
Any with ostentatious hats?
Hmm. No, he had a smart hat. It was a tricorn. He's cute.
Okay.
We shall see.
He's stealing my look.
Now we can tell JB that the halfling's got the hots for him.
It's not quite how that one works out, Lou. It's not quite
spent-
stealing your look. It's a bit
I
different.
spent like 10 gold. 10 gold on his hat, man.
Anything you're probably a wee bit derivative of him.
Derivative. You couldn't mean like another
hold on.
generation of the same thing.
Hold on.
No,
hold on,
that was
where's-
just a
where's-
joke.
No. I know that was a joke, but hold on. Where's the button I'm looking for?
Looking for Felric's insight.
He gives a little bit of a snort when you say that.
No, clearly I'm older than Jarl Axel.
Lou, what? Did we not cover that the empty-headed strategy is not how this works?
She said I could be goofy with my friends. Are we not all friends here?
No, this is serious business here. There's just a little sleeping owlbear sitting on his chest. As he's just chomping on a muffin. Holding hands with one of his kids. We're doing serious work here. This is deadly business of adventuring.
As Squidly suddenly goes, "Whoa! Look at this dragon painting."
I know, but look at that moon penguin a boof.
Why is it called boof?
I have no idea. Was a good word to say, boof.
Boof. It'll work on the article.
Boof.
Not that I'm gonna write it.
Did not know if I had penguins on the moon.
Do they?
Hmm.
I might do. I don't see it in the plaque
Do
though.
they? Do they have hamsters on the moon?
I know. No.
I know they
heard.
got cheese.
I have heard they've got big ones elsewhere. Not here though. I've actually been
Okay.
meaning that. You see, at some point we might go for a little say of a second honeymoon with Susanna there. We might find our way to the City of Doors as Sigil. They do have a pet market there in a few places. I mean, it's an infinite magical expanse after all. They're bound to have everything. I've heard word there could be a giant space hamster there.
Is that like a normal hamster but bigger
Bigger.
and from space?
Aye.
Oh, I want to see that.
And then I get him a regular hamster and say it's a miniature space hamster and it's a training pet. If you raise it really, really well, it'll get bigger. It didn't get bigger. Well, then you didn't raise it well. Let's get you a dog now.
Oh,
Let's make this heartbreak take longer.
I'd like to point out, I think Brader has just realized that the moon penguin is a real thing.
Yeah.
Because he's currently Googling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
Yep.
I just sent Corvus a picture from the comic with it in it, with the beholder with lots of lasers.
Oh, that's what he sent me.
Yeah. This is from the AD&D comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like she stole that art from something.
It wasn't.
Corvus sent it.
It wasn't going to be that until today when I reminded her of it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be something different, but I took it.
Share with everyone.
Because who would disagree with the moon penguin of Boof?
Yep. The second I heard the name, I'm like, what do I get to delete here? But anyways, you get to the gift shop. There's just a collection of random knickknacks and oddities. You find a lot of, interesting smoking pipes with Waterdeep on it. Some of them actually have the Waterdeep skyline on it. There are all sorts of pretty much little knickknacks. A couple little painted postcard things.
I was waiting for you to say that one of them had a surprise mountain in it.
No surprise mountains.
Surprise mechanic? What?
Some little, card things advertising about Undermountain, all that other fun jazz.
Come on down
It's
to
your
Undermountain,
general
boy.
tourist trap. Yep. Are you brave enough to go down to Undermountain?
Oh, there's a snow globe with a yawning portal. Oh, fuck, all the snow's gone into the portal.
And yeah, you have a feeling most of this is overpriced. This is where they expect their money.
Yep.
Don't you know you're supposed to sell alcohol to make money?
The bar is a little under-decorated, though. Oh, a painting might not go amiss on the wall.
Well, after today, we could potentially put up a couple paintings.
It'd be nice if we got the copy of a moon penguin. That'd look nice on the bar.
Ooh. Or we could get a moon penguin skull. Yeah?
Lou, we need to get you out of here before you get in trouble.
I'm Art Incarnate. How could I possibly get in trouble in a tourist
Shut
trap?
the fuck up about that!
Oh, shit.
Darling.
As we're directly
I'm not
walking
Art
past the staff member.
I'm Art Incarnate.
Darling, let's get you outside.
I want some more muffins.
It's fucking Persona 5 all over again. God damn it, why don't we get respect? We're the Phantom Thieves screams out in restaurant with surrounded by people.
Yeah. We
Let's
steal
go.
hearts.
Let's go get you your cupcakes. Let's go.
Alright.
I'm gonna get 2 cupcakes.
That's one of them, the haberdasher. So, obvious there. We've got our clues.
Isn't the penguin is related, or it just happens to be the thing you stole?
No, it's the thing he's stolen, obviously. That's why he's fuck's sake.
But I mean, is it part of the clue, or is it just the text?
Well, the point is he wants you to know the message from it so you can actually, show that you saw it. If you just guess, it's not satisfying that way, but now you know what it says on it, you'll be able to reiterate that. That's a clue.
A Lou clue. We can call him Lou's Clues. But we can't lose the clues.
Where's the second location here?
We can also stop by the curiosity shop on the way, too.
Cupcakes are here.
Yes.
And then the next area of interest is the blue box. The blue box. The last one is down this way.
Ah, okay. They're already on the map. Yes, we could indeed hit up Cashmere Curiosity, see how their fortune is going.
Might have some cool shit we can purchase with all the money that we make from doing legitimate work.
They're quite an old couple, too. It's a shame they don't have any kids.
Oh, he mentioned the son.
That's true. It's a shame they didn't have more than one kid.
I'm a little worried about the penguin.
Why so?
Well, if its eyes are supposed to light up when Waterdeep is in danger, is that more of there's danger in Waterdeep or the city itself is in danger?
It's also,
And
how
when did
would,
we,
how would the penguin perceive it? How would the magical enchantment work that way?
Probably the same way the dragon one works.
Well, it could be something like a detection of good and evil kind of enchantment, where it's picking up on the amount of bizarre things nearby.
True,
But
but
that
it
would
might
be-
also
Yeah.
And it could also be if there's danger in the city, in which case then it'd depend on the magnitude of the danger.
Aye. Well,
And
what?
how immediate is the danger it is in?
I mean, Jarlaxle is dangerous. Maybe that's why he stole it to, kind of get him stuff off his back.
Admittedly, my own theory there gets shot a wee bit because, I mean, it didn't go off when you were approaching it, love, and you've got that horrific creature enchanted in a rock with you.
I am not horrific. Tell
And
him
he-
I am not horrific.
He resents that remark.
It's an aboleth
You-
over one of the greatest monsters of the known world. Barely known.
We are a godlike being. We are not a monster.
Insists not a monster, godlike being.
Same.
I mean, yeah, Asmodeus is a godlike being as well. I would not say he's a positive creature.
That seems agreeable.
Did you just say you're a godlike being but not a monster, Lou?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with the rock.
What
Feel
kind
the
of
same
god
way.
are you?
God
The
of
god
what
of
the fuck's going on?
incompetence?
I'm the god of chaos, entirely unpredictable.
How could you ask that question? You know what he is. He is art, incarnated.
Ah, see? An idea come to life.
That's because art is something that usually has no functional quality to it or practical application.
And it can be justified by, anybody, but it has no real justification.
As Lou misses the burn.
But yes, clearly I'm a godlike being. Right,
Well,
Rock Aboleth?
You should call yourself modern art incarnate.
I'm wondering what would happen if
Classical
a
art had some craftsmanship behind it.
just
Tell
can't.
the drow that he is an idiot.
Lou Galore would like to express that he thinks you're an idiot.
Understandable, but he's a rock and I'm not.
I just
so
figured
who's
I
got
only
fingers?
shared that because she thought it was necessary.
Yeah.
No,
You are a bard, yet he rocks more than you. Get better.
Uh-huh.
Just lean in with Felton. And how well would it go over a male drow in Mensa Brandsons proclaiming that he is a godlike being?
He would be sacrificed.
Well, I mean, that would happen anyway, but would they do a special one for that?
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Most men are not sacrificed. It's a possibility, but no. He would likely be probably beaten to within an inch of his life and then put on an altar and sacrificed.
See, I like Lou, I consider him a friend and whatnot, and for some reason my children consider him a fucking sibling. But I do take a wee moment's satisfaction thinking of the beating. Just this moment.
I don't.
I don't know, the day's early yet.
No, not that kind of beating. No.
Empty-headed strategy.
Not that kind of beating.
Did
Let's go get cupcakes.
I tell you the feed lines I gave him of information?
I don't want to know.
And what he then said
Let's
to
go.
his boss while he was dancing with him.
Let's go get cupcakes.
I
He
fucking
could have
heard
3
him.
eyes.
What do you mean he could have 3 eyes?
Oh, that was one of them.
Lou, sweetheart.
That was when I mentioned to him about one-eyed Jacks. That was the first thing out of his mouth.
Oh, no, I did mention the brand first. Clearly good. Hashtag ad.
As a halfling, they might have actually invented hashtags, but they were very literal cuisine bits.
Different kind of hash.
It's a
So,
it's a compacted hash, but you can eat as a snack.
before the poor DM just dies. So, you are heading down to your cupcakes.
Yes.
Yes. And muffins.
You do find a stall. It is festooned with all sorts of different baked goods. There are red velvet cupcakes. There are chocolate cupcakes. There are muffins of blueberry, regular muffins, and lemon variety.
This place has more detail than the museum.
There's 2 halflings in the party. You got to be fair.
True.
There are also cinnamon buns.
Oh, well, let's
Excellent.
leave. We can't do our business here.
So 2
But do they have
cupcakes, 2
raisins?
muffins. No.
Oh, raisins. Fuck you. This is not a place for raisins and oatmeal.
God damn it. I took a sip of wine and now it tastes like raisins.
He kind of gives a little bit of a cheery wave. Oh yeah, come to buy.
Hey, your
Saw
advert
your
were very
ad.
convincing.
I be selling some of the best cupcakes we got around, and I make a good muffin too. The cinnamon buns are pretty good.
I would know.
That's 3.
Now,
You've got strong competition here. These 2 are very fussy. He points lower and then slightly lower.
Now, I point out the cupcakes are a bit expensive because they're chocolate today. The muffins are a bit cheaper. Each muffin, 5 copper. Each of the cupcakes, 5 silver. The cinnamon buns, 3 copper.
How much for one of each? That's my order.
Let me maybe do math.
There's not too many varieties, didn't seem like.
Number
5 copper and 3 silver.
Time to spend more money. As Harden, of course,
Wait.
gets the chocolate cupcakes for the entire family. Not you lot, the family. Plus
I'll buy
one
my
extra.
own food.
As a matter of fact, Squidly and Nat both request the red velvet.
He also gets a few of those as well.
Oh, okay.
But he also makes sure everyone gets a chocolate one because, you know, it's a rare treat.
They are all excited.
And the one extra goes to Gags.
Hooray.
Just because you've been
Why
That
Anyway,
was
quiet.
this for later. Opens the tail.
Oh no.
Why? Why do you make me regret giving you a treat? We just get that gif from the fucking Babadook. Why can't you be normal?
Because it's less fun.
But yes, you now have cupcakes.
And so many muffins and cinnamon rolls. I'll just give him a gold. That should cover it, right?
Yeah.
More than enough, yes.
Yeah, he'll be very happy with that.
I'll be back if this is satisfactory.
Well, he did get 4 gold off Harton.
I'm rich.
But yes, where are you going?
Well, to the
To
next
the
blue
next
square.
effort.
Okay. Give me your perceptions.
I believe that time is not an illusion. It is, in fact, an indelible, you know, mechanic
I
of
don't
the
want to
world.
give perception.
Lou,
'cause it's
you've
gonna be
spotted
bad.
something.
Yeah.
namely
Hey,
because
look,
it
another
says-
6. Yeah.
Nice. Keep rolling.
Hey, another 6.
Ooh. Can I get another one?
Are you sure these D20s have 20
Damn it, I
sides?
didn't get a
I'm
one.
Sure.
I'm enjoying my cupcake very much.
Really is red velvet. How crazy is that?
It's very good.
Lou, Nadrax Harton, you spot the sign that says Eternal Arts.
Oh, look at this. He's better than you. You're just fleshed art. One day will pass. This is eternal.
I'm cooler.
What? As I see you're a method actor already devouring a cupcake.
Hey man, talk about cupcakes. I'm gonna eat a cupcake.
Well, let's head on inside.
You have a very aged looking elf, which is a bit of a surprise, but yeah, she looks to be like, probably nearing the last 100 years of her life. Oh, do welcome, do come in. We have a wonderful exhibit up today. If you're looking to examine our wonderful arts that are currently on loan, it will be 2 silver a head.
Lou?
Worth it? I mean, I'm not even getting paid for this. Is
You
that 2
might.
gold about? Can I get just 2 gold for all of us?
Hang on, I'll take it away. Lou, there might be a wee bonus here if you could impress your boss about discovering all these swapped out bits.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth it, and also it's a day out, and the whole family. Yeah, that should be 11
Yes,
of us.
my
I'll
whole
just-
family.
I'm part of the family.
Just gives him a strong look. No. No.
I'm a real boy.
You're a
kids
fucking
all-
man.
the kids are nodding when he says he's part of the family.
Don't you back him up on this.
No, back me up more. Yes, I'll pay for your cupcakes. If you
He
back me
comes
up
from
more.
a whole clamp of spuds.
I have multiple families. I can
Yes,
do
you
that.
have an entire family out in the farmlands.
He
So
has
many
not
but-
just one family. He has a third family.
He has
Yeah,
two
it's
families.
11. So effectively, Lou, it's a gold
with,
and
with an alternate lifestyle.
yeah, it's 2 gold and then 2 more silver.
Can I just have it be 2 gold all at once? 2 silver. I mean, 2 silver.
She looks. 2 gold will suffice. I will cut you a deal for your large party.
Thank you. Here's 2 gold. Enjoy. Or enjoy. I will quickly move past.
Just make sure do not touch the art. Each one has both the name of the artist and the art itself, and it gives a little bit of a history of the piece. If you are wishing to purchase, some of them are available for purchase, some are not. So please, if you have interest, come contact me.
Which ones aren't available for purchase?
Just come speak with me. I have not marked all of them. I do not want them to be viewed through the eyes of possible purchase. You need to appreciate them and want to desire the piece for what it is.
Bjorn's
Scotch
just
dies.
Bjorn's just cramming a whole muffin in his mouth to get rid of that noise. If I chew loud enough, I can't hear her.
Yeah, Bjorn just after that, hang on, I gotta get myself some fresh air and just lights up a pipe outside. Oh.
Elves.
Pretentious elves, which means elves.
Orc's wondering how much of that
Perceptions.
was bullshit.
She 100% believes every word she just said.
Come on, Gaddix, you can do it.
Perceptions for our lovely folks looking for a painting.
Hey, it wasn't a 6.
You did it!
Woo!
So far we have Lou and Gaddix. Lou, Gaddix, Uzana.
We're through most of our
Unfortunately,
snacks at
14
this
doesn't.
point.
Harton.
See, I put my cupcake away for later.
So,
I'm
and I assume Bjorn probably
I didn't say mine
is
so
too
fast,
busy
didn't
Oh
smoking.
yeah, he immediately left.
Mentally checked out.
Yeah.
Everybody but Nadrax and Horik. You spot one, and it doesn't help that the name kind of also gives a little bit of interest. Sunset on the Host Tower. And that would be, where is it?
You know what happened? Bjorn walked out to smoke his pipe, walked back in, and the elf said, you'll have to pay again, sir.
Fuck, I don't, I just leave.
It seems to be a painting about the fall of the Host Tower of the Arcane, which exploded in a magical fire that almost leveled the city of Luskin.
Is this fucking AI art?
Yeah.
Yes,
for
it is.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to draw all this.
No,
What are
no,
what are you
that's
talking
fine.
about?
I just
He
thought
does
to
a good
myself.
job.
Yeah. It's alright so long as you don't look
Donkey is
too strong at the towers.
Yeah, and or just like the railing for me on the left, give it
No,
away.
yeah, it's alright.
Although, what's the new one? Like GBT or something?
Oh, that depends on the type, yeah. There are a lot of different ones.
But I think GBT is like a text one. It's really fucking good.
Still acceptable results.
Yeah, I got the Donkin's AI generated, and he's awful, so he looks okay.
He's made lots of
Yes.
friends.
Wick boy.
You notice the painting stands out to you not because it looks like it's a fake or anything possible like that, but just the fact that it's the subject matter, the Host Tower of the Arcane in Luskin. Yeah, that seems like something that might be of interest.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, it seems like on the on the rim, or not the rim, the what you calls it?
Frame.
Frame. Thank you. almost looks like there's a little bit of, a weird texture on one section of the frame.
I mean, we can't touch the art, but the
Look,
frame.
Look, it's fine. Nadrax, step up with me and Uzana. We'll just block their view. Go ahead, Lou.
Is it goopy? What is it? What is this stuff?
You touch it, and you actually get something literally put into your mind. Just a simple phrase is just immediately beamed into your brain. The first visit.
Okay.
Does this mean we have to
Okay,
touch
so
the
the
penguin?
So the first visit from the haberdasher.
I think he's hitting towards your first meeting with him.
Where everything exploded?
No, that were a bit later. No, remember when we gave you important papers to translate and then he took them off
and
you?
at least he left some of them, to be fair. Not all of them were gone. I didn't lose everything.
However, while you might say that not everything was taken, some were taken, particularly the unusual ones.
Yeah, the stuff you guys came to me for, which I can't even actually. Do I even? Did I? Okay, no, okay. I can
never
still
got those
still
back.
cast comprehend languages. I didn't change that spell out. It's good.
That'd be
I can still do
hilarious
what
if
you
you got
hired me
rid of
for.
it.
Yeah, I guess I changed the last level, so I wasn't sure.
That would have been perfect. The only fucking reason we hired you and you gave that up.
Yeah, no, I'm still totally. I'm here for the reason you hired me.
Still some nice wee pieces here, apart from the fraud.
I mean, should we actually try to buy something? Anything stand out to anyone? You mentioned putting something up in the tavern.
Well, you can ask about that one if you want.
I'm gonna buy a fake. Although that would be funny, actually.
Not really.
Plus, it would leave a trail back to me. Obviously, I'm not Art Incarnate.
Besides, Bjorn would not approve.
not buying from the elf.
Not about that. It's more about, well, to be fair, for him it is that there, but also her mannerisms and, it should be appreciated. It shouldn't be snootily appreciated.
I think the snoodly appreciators are my target audience with art.
Sort of.
Ah, no, I'm a man of the people. Who am I kidding? Let's go to the next place.
Aye, next place.
Are we gonna stop by the curiosity shop?
I've not really got much jingle jangle on me.
I can afford maybe one or two things. Maybe there's a cool new fidget toy for the kids.
Well, there we go. We go to cast more curiosities, Rena.
Yep. And you do see a familiar shopkeep.
And they're shut.
And when you enter, he gives a very polite nod. Ah, hello there.
Whoa,
Come to make some purchases?
potentially.
I did want to thank you. You all were involved in handling the shop thief, yes?
Well, aye, that spate of thievery and murders did stop afterwards, aye.
Well, we have to appreciate it.
That's good.
What we do. We're people of the people.
You're gonna stick with that one, are you?
Well, now I'm including all of you, so I thought it'd be like, you might like it now.
Here we are, people of the people. Funnily enough, that's what people are. Right, we'll go have a snifties about. There might be something nice.
Okay.
See this elbow? This is the people's elbow.
All right. Right then. So you do find a couple of interesting things. One of them is called the Stone of Translation. It allows you to translate any written document once. The entire thing, it will give you a full copy. It'll transcribe itself onto the stone, and then it'll be unable to do so again.
That would have saved us
Is it-
so much bother.
Actually, you guys want to hire that thing instead of me?
We could have done
They
that.
would have
in
only
one...
done it
I
for
know,
one document.
but we
though.
could have done on one of the weird Illithid documents and just never have to bother with breaking the earth.
We could have left the city already.
To be fair, I quite like the city.
There is the Gem of Effluence. You can use it to effectively, as long as you can put it on somebody's person, that person has to make a Constitution saving throw of a 12, and if they fail, they will have an excessive amount of farts for the rest of the day.
Lou, put it down.
I mean, just once. Let me try it once.
It will
I already knew he was reaching for it.
it uses up its charge once once a person it is attempted to be attached to a person, and every day you have to roll a d20. Anything above a 10, it regains its charge.
Oh no.
I don't think he can fail, but it'd be funny if he did.
You're really thinking of putting us on Jarlaxle?
I mean, come on.
No, go for it.
Elric looks at
Do
you
it.
and just says no.
Can see the
Yeah, I
look in
don't-
your eyes.
I don't think he can fail, but
He can fail.
And then say, no, I didn't. Meh. Just once.
You find the Perfume of Performance. When applied, it grants the user +1 to performance rolls for 1 minute. And then you also have the Fragile Compass. It points in the direction of a desired location. Like, for instance, if you say, point me to the nearest door to blah, 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 blah. However, after it is used, it'll point in that direction and then immediately break.
Rain's family are shite. How are they ever going to run a successful business with this kind of trash?
I mean, I kind of like the perfume. How many does it have? How many sprays?
It's a full bottle, so quite a lot.
Again, it would come up perhaps in several months in game.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is also the Broken Hourglass. When thrown on an opponent, that opponent loses 1 turn on a hit.
Well, they'd have to pick the glass out of themselves. It makes sense.
Yeah, they just get a face full of sand.
And of course, it is broken on throw.
How much?
That one, he pauses. He quickly checks his notes. That one in particular is 55 gold.
55 gold for luxury pocket sand.
To
Yeah.
rob an opponent of their turn
However-
without a save, though.
However,
Yes.
and he looks at Lou, I have something perfect for you I can throw in.
Oh dear.
He pulls out these wonderful silken black boxers with gold embroidery. I can give these to you for free.
What did it do?
Well, I actually haven't looked.
They don't look at them. They don't have to do anything, Harden.
They're boxers. I just think they fit this guy wonderfully well, and you can even see it has a little tiny bit of a spider web, in golden embroidery down the side. I think that this suits the sir quite well.
All
55
right.
gold for the hourglass, and then I throw this in.
How about what if you got a T-shirt back there and I buy the perfume as well? How much for the perfume?
Well, we don't have a T-shirt, unfortunately. It would be the same deal with the boxers.
How much does the perfume cost though? Or is the perfume free now for 55 gold?
It's not free for 55 gold. You would have to pay a grand total of 5 gold for this one.
I'm getting the perfume for sure, Harden. What do you think about the boxers and the hourglass?
Well, you're getting the boxers anyways. For some reason, he's really eager on forcing underwear onto you. Felric, is it a bit weird that he's thinking of your lad in that way?
He's just kind of pauses. I wasn't thinking about it like that. And
Oh,
the shopkeep rubs his temples. I'm not thinking about him like that. I'm just saying, suits the sir. And I've had these here for ages. Nobody wants them. I thought somebody would want them. Apparently, nobody wants them because of the spider webs on the side. He's a drow. It fits him.
I'll buy the perfume. You said 5 gold?
Correct.
I'll do that right now.
And he gives you the perfume and the boxers.
Yes. Stylish and smelly.
Scented, I think, is the right term if it's meant to be pleasant.
I should know better. I am a linguist.
You're fucking not. You're a cheat.
I mean, I did. I passed some of my exams legitimately at school, like a couple of them. Math, interesting amount. I did math.
As he's trying to build it up as a university in Waterdeep. No. It was his grade school in the Halfling village.
Yeah.
He was in the sunshine room.
Mr. Caskmore kind of gives a nod. Anything else that you all would like to purchase?
I'll go in halfsies on the hourglass if you do want to buy it, Harton.
I'm way out of that, sadly. I can only think of its possibilities.
You know, it only works once. It's always sad when it breaks.
Aye, but once could be enough depending on the thing you throw it at.
I mean, you could always come back later.
We could.
I could set it aside.
We will come back down this way through town later.
Well, I think he's also meaning the future days. No, I will do that.
Okay, very well, sir.
Does anyone buy the fart gem?
I got the perfume. I'm good. Wait, just out of curiosity, how much is the fart gem?
The fart gem is a grand total of 25 gold.
That's a pretty good deal because it doesn't break
Addicts
either.
could do better.
Yeah,
It'll come
it
out
just
of
has to
Kago's
recharge.
mouth. They'll never expect
Gosh.
Okay, what if we install it in Kago's mouth?
it, because the other end is being used already. You know, it's already earmarked for stuff.
That would be terrible. You put the gem in the guy and they start incessantly farting, but it comes out of the mouth.
Okay. Oh no.
Across the tongue, hot waves of gas.
No.
And your sinuses are open, so it could go up to the nose too.
I don't want to buy it anymore.
That kind of reminds me when I was younger. For like some times, I don't know why, but I would have this nasty gas in my stomach where I would burp up what's tasted like rotten eggs.
Yeah, it happens. Ugh.
Want to talk about cupcakes again, guys?
Worst part is when it's like a bad tin of tuna, and throughout the entire day it's just repeating.
Like, yes, you get to have this conversation. Your next topic is all the way the heck down here.
Oh, great. Because I can't have a fucking day where I can stay up north. Maybe I'll just stop here and let the others go on.
You're good at looking at things.
Not even proficient, actually. I just got good stat.
Yeah.
The children just look, well, should we go so that we can see the cool things?
Well, of course.
And Mr.
No.
Lou's paying.
He's praised his perfume.
Kids are learning.
Oh, they knew. They were rogues before we showed up.
Yeah.
Aye,
We know the value of a free thing.
yeah, we're only joking anyway. Let's go on. Let's see
And
what...
then we can go to that one place that sells the really good cinnamon rolls.
Oh, we could.
We could visit Muriel and give him one.
He'll love
Small
it.
Rector says no. You end up down here. Make your rolls.
The tragic thing is, Scotch, finding the sewing supplies was the good ending.
If you ever need to hem your pants, fuck yeah. I can't do that with a cookie.
Well, no, it's the cookie tin.
Yeah.
Very dry. They don't ship well.
And you guys should probably do this for me.
Alright, perception. And that's why you don't get the bag of money that's knifed to our door.
Anybody else?
Wow, a 15 not enough.
15 is enough, but I was just wondering.
See how-
Because,
It's a
yes.
good thing this wasn't a fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could have been funny.
A lot of single digitry.
Harton does spot a place, and the name doesn't immediately, click in your brain. It says Silva's New Gems. However, out front, it does seem to have an art display in the window.
Ah. A special one, okay. We might not have to pay to get in this time. Might not have
Do
to
we have
go
to
in.
pay to get out?
Might not even have to pay to go in. Hang on. Let's have a wee look at this the window here.
Nothing seems to have a price tag.
Well, it's more about what do we see here.
It does seem to be just general bits and pieces of art, a couple statuettes, mostly mountain scenes.
Suppose we gotta
But
click
not
perception
any-
again.
I was gonna say it doesn't seem immediately like these are the fakes.
Here we go. Nope, not today for me.
Another 6.
I found the store, but there's a lot of fucking reflections.
Yep, nothing stands out to you, Harton.
Let's
They're
go
boring.
inside.
Not really a jewellery man. Luckily, neither's my wife.
Yep.
Except today. Today, she's got a look on her.
Well, that one right over there.
You're a
As
dwarf,
you
of course
enter
you like
in-
gems.
Yeah.
Well, there are actually not gems on display.
Yeah, I know,
Just
it's-
art.
It's assembled art, yeah.
Yeah.
Shiny bubbles, glittering gold.
As you enter in, it's an elf that's actually relatively young. Probably, maybe just barely beat 200. And just brightly, please do come in. I'm Silva. Please welcome to our gallery. Everything that is currently on display is for sale. If you want to inquire price, please do contact me. To enter in, it will have to be 1 silver each.
Oh, yeah, here. How about I'll just give you a gold and cover 11 people? That sounds good?
She does a look. Oh yeah, and the children. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, thank you. It's yeah. You know, we saw that ad in the paper and got all those muffins and things, and that really put a dent in the pocketbook.
Ah, yes, muffins are worth it.
Yes.
If you have any questions for the pieces, don't hesitate to ask me. Most of these are from newer, upcoming artists. They don't really have a claim to fame yet, but I've seen that it definitely has worth. That's the whole point of this gallery here, is to elevate those who haven't necessarily got the visibility quite yet. Anybody who is anybody has come to my gallery first.
I'm sure. I'll see if I can connoisseur my way accurately then.
Oh, no doubt. You'll see everything in here is definitely worth its visit.
Art.
Shockingly, with those roles, Uzana and Bjorn just immediately, it's like you have a view on this. It's just, it looks kind of interesting. Mostly, I don't know if it's because, there are dragons. There's fire. Maybe that's it. There's dragons and fire. Looks kind of interesting. But it's titled Fall of Sunderbar. And this is clearly a recently done painting, probably about, the war in the Silver Marshes and Lurwar, regarding the fact that the city of Sunderbar fell to the Orc Horde. And dragons! There were dragons there.
Out of curiosity, what were the terms you put in to make this?
So I had to make the main art, and then I've had to put the dragons in.
Because I couldn't understand
I was about to
dragons.
say the dragons. One of them looks like a slightly smudged down and scaled down Pokemon.
Look, I tried for hours to get dragons attacking. AI cannot do dragons. I gave up. So I literally none of both of them were dragons, and then I just had to do a bunch of things to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the number one thing is that dragon that's up there at the height. When you look in, it's almost like you kind of think there might actually be a rider on it, specifically a very dark-skinned rider, and
Just
that
a bunch
kind of
of
gave you.
paintings.
Yeah, that gives you the tip off that this is something that you might want to look at. And when you look over at it, oh, great, where's my notepad? Thank you. Lou, when you approach, words start to faintly glow at the bottom of the painting. All it says is to the bard.
Now, what are the chances that's me?
Not likely. You have to be a bard.
I have a diploma and a degree, and I'm very educated, clearly.
You have received your education, yes.
The bard's first step from the haberdasher.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was first visit. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
First
it was
visit, aye.
the first visit from the haberdasher to the bard.
Well, that's 3 for 3, I think, right, guys?
Bit of an expensive
Yes.
day, wasn't
Yeah. Although it didn't cost as much as this fucking hat.
it?
You're very
Maybe we
upset
should-
about that hat.
I'm wondering if JB has possible connections to these places where he might have, interested in increasing ticket sales.
Just using us as money laundering.
He is the up and coming
Potentially.
artist. All of them.
I wish I came up with that. Oh. So Lou,
Because I
you have your
imagine very
hint.
shortly these places are going to be inundated with tourists.
Yep.
Yeah, what are the names of all the places again? I wrote down everything else except for the names, and then I realized, I should probably have the names of the places.
Let's see. You had Sunset of the Host Tower was at Eternal Arts. The Moon Penguin of Boof resides in Waterdeep History Displayed. And Fall of Sundabar is Silva's New Gems.
Okay. That'll help.
We really should make sure we can get that copy of the Moon Penguin.
Hmm.
Do we want to draw attention? Because I'm going to doubt that all these are fakes.
Well, we could just say this is just something from a market keeper sort of thing. We'll scrape off a message, eh? Give it a few wee scuffs on the bottom so no one's going to look too... Well, they'll just think it came from a stall.
I mean, it would kind of be obvious, though.
Hey, you don't think people will be cranking out knockoffs after the news breaks?
Probably not, actually. That would be too obvious.
That's a shame. It's a cute wee thing.
We could make a bunch of fakes and sell those.
That's a crime, Lou.
My article is called Art Crimes.
It's about other people doing art crimes, not you.
To be fair, the
Actually,
readers think that he is a criminal.
Some of them. I have fans, I think.
Trying to remember.
Yeah, a couple of them were relatively neutral to him.
That's
Others
not
Fan
bad.
in my book. That's a fan. Right
Relatively neutral.
Neutral.
there. He is tolerated.
So, Lou, you have your hint.
Considering
now,
these
now.
Considering how out of the way these places are, it's been a fucking nightmare trying to find it on our own.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed. I don't know shit about art. I never would have known where to find these buildings. I don't know where any other art galleries are. These are the only ones I know.
How long have you lived here?
I don't know, probably like 40 years. No, not that long. Like 10 years, maybe.
Keep that in mind. Let's go home. Although, did he have a confrontation space for you? Did he want you to go to the harbour or whatnot?
I think you just wanted me to write about it in the papers, right?
Let me see. Let me pull up the paper.
Let's
Because
see
the whole
this-
thing was, if you find them, you can get you'll be able to. He'll give me the art now, the originals, I think.
Art Incarnate will have a full day tomorrow from sunrise to sunrise to find what works have been stolen and gather the clues left at the theft. If he gathers all the clues and puts the pieces together, all the art stolen, less the card, shall be rescued, and art is free to do with it what he will.
So, I mean, we have the puzzle pieces. Have we not put it together? I mean, I should probably get the order of the words right.
Well, go on.
Bard, Haberdash, visit. From the first. Yep.
They are in their 3 separate pieces.
Not enough pieces for Lou. He had to chop them up further.
Let me see.
Anyone
From the
else?
Haberdasherer, the first
That's probably
visit,
the last one.
and to the Bard.
So it probably goes to the Bard. The first visit from the Haberdasher. That would make sense, right, guys?
How about the first visit from the haberdasher to the bard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was thinking of it like it was literally a letter. That makes sense.
Well, Lou? Anyone else want to hazard a guess?
No,
No,
I
this
think
is
Lou's
all
got
on
this
Lou.
one.
No, not
This
in
is
that
Lou's
part.
big chance.
But obviously, okay, alright. We'll let him see it. Come on, Lou. What do you
Oh,
think
the
that
first-
means?
What does it mean? Is he going to attack us with dragons?
Yes, Lou, that's exactly what it means. That's why he stole the moon ping in the booth.
Yeah.
Selric is trying very hard to not have the "are you stupid" expression. He has it.
That's why he wants the scepter from the dragon underneath the city. He wants to attack us with dragons.
Hello, Mr. Guard.
It's so convenient that no one else can hear in the entire city.
Well, I mean, right now you're in the art gallery. I
I mean-
assume you're being somewhat quiet.
Yeah, we always go somewhere secluded for X out of thing. Just common
No, we
sense.
probably do use code names.
Okay, we'll just call Jarlaxle Bainry from here on out.
I hope you don't do that.
And just
Sounds like
just
a
for
great idea. Did Lou think of it?
just for handiness, we'll call Lou here Benry 2 or Junior, Benry Junior. There we go.
No one will believe that we're related. It's a great cover. Good job.
But that clue is to lead towards something. What do you think?
Well, I assume he would call himself a haberdasher. Would you agree?
Well, considering... Well, I'm not going to put the pieces into you, right? I'm listening to you. That, in a way, it makes sense.
And there was a time where we met for the first time.
That's true. Usually when you meet people, there is the first time you meet them.
Yes, and that I assume I am the bard, and that took place in our tavern, I believe. Correct?
In a specific place in our tavern, though. Think about that bit.
The bar.
Think more specific and correctly.
Was he just there one day?
I'm gonna die.
Technically, yes. Technically, he's just been there a couple of times, in fact.
I do know he likes your chair. You think that the secret's in your chair?
No, it's not in my chair. Don't you fucking touch my chair. I'll break your fucking hand if you touch my chair.
What if I use my foot to touch it?
Oh, I'll chop that one off. Anyway, focus right now. You're almost there. You've got the right address.
Let's start from the front door. That's where people usually meet us.
When has Jarlaxle ever met you at the front door?
I don't actually know if he. I don't know if he ever actually has.
Actually, he did that day.
A few other times as
see.
well. Just in skies.
Well, I think he. I did discuss the papers with him in the attic, right?
And Felric just says, well, maybe we should start there?
That's where he stole my shit. That wasn't my shit, so it really felt bad he being stole from.
Let's go home. Is that as sort of a clue is directing us?
You guys want to stop for more muffins?
Let's go home, Lou.
Do we have muffins at home?
Don't spoil your dinner.
Oh, that can't happen.
Yes, it can.
I don't know. He must have gotten beaten in
Bad
a few of the
food.
eating contests.
That's how his name was spread. Not because he was a good linguist.
So we return to the peace, tranquility, and obviously dry-free until Lou walks in. Troll Skull Manor. Unless we get a
looks
random
good.
encounter where we have to slaughter something on the streets.
No, thankfully you do
Can we
not.
do it, please?
Waterdeep
No combat encounters this
Waterdeep
week? Boo.
is actually safe. I'm sorry to inform you of this.
No,
We're doing too good of a job.
No combat encounters. This campaign sucks.
Wait, hit me right now, Gaddix. I'll hit you back. It'll be a combat encounter.
What would do for more damage?
I have a negative strength modifier, so if I punch him, I don't do shit.
Lou?
Oh, well, I didn't do any damage.
You
we're
also
just gonna
wouldn't
roll
do anything.
Strength, okay.
Oh no, it's not even a combat encounter. We're just totally somewhat different area.
Just shoving each other.
You know, but Gaddix would lose because he keeps doing damage to himself because he keeps hurting his hand.
His dainty engineering fingers.
They're both just swinging their arms like windmills, hoping the other will run into the fists.
The problem is there's too much oil on Gaddix's hands, so it just slides off Lou. He can't make friction. Our lovely home, before everything goes to cock. Right, Lou, shall we...
Bugbear?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a bugbear.
He's getting PTSD flashbacks from when he got smashed by a bugbear.
How would you know about that bit? You don't remember that day. Or the week
That's why I
before.
thought I saw a bugbear, but I'm still not sure.
Right, so, where are we going? Think about this. You've already solved it. Think.
Alright, so first we should probably take the ladder upstairs.
Right.
Up ladder.
Following him along.
Ladder.
And then just continuing on after him.
Ladder goes up here. And then this stairs goes to here, which leads to there. And I can run here to up here.
Well done.
I remember the layout of the house. Now, Nadrak still lives here, so it's probably not in his room.
Likely not, no. We can probably leave that door alone.
He's probably gonna shoot us if we don't.
Oh, when you go to try to open the door, it's locked. Lou.
Or you may get a bear trap dropped on your head.
Can I see through the hole? Is there a keyhole I can see through?
You can, yeah.
I
And
will
there's
just stick that
also-
into the room. Oh wait, if there's a trap, I won't.
Well, when you try the door handle, you hear a very sleepy, what's the passphrase?
I'm
It's
not
Kribbig.
lying.
Lou, for fuck's sake.
I thought that might be the passphrase.
You know
okay?
exactly the phrase you have to deliver. That's the whole point of this little excursion.
Oh, yeah. But to be fair,
Lou.
that could have been the passphrase. Yeah?
This is going into my report for Jarlaxle.
Yeah, but I have the real one, so it's all good.
Then give it to me so I can go back to bed.
The first visit from the haberdasher to the bard.
You hear after a bit, there's some movement on the side of the door. The door gets unlocked. And
You had a late night, Kribbig?
this is my morning. This is my night.
Yeah.
I sleep in the day.
Does he ever let you sleep? It seems like not.
No, he usually lets me sleep. I was hoping I would get 4 hours here. I'm gonna go back to bed. There's a hammock slung up where you used to have your hammock, and he gets back in the hammock.
You've been doing this
You
a
also
lot.
notice. No, actually, I've never been up here other than that time that Saloon decided to blow a hole in your wall. Oh wait, that was you, wasn't it? Never mind.
No, it was definitely Saloon.
You told me it was Saloon.
But yes, down in front of the door, you even see the pilfered artwork, including the penguin of Boof.
Gotta keep that one.
We're not keeping that one. I want
The
to.
eyes are glowing red.
Look, I'm not denying it. Oh.
Look, it works.
this seems like an odd thing to steal.
Does any of us know what that means?
Yes,
The
we were
placard
told.
said, "Yeah, if the eyes are glowing red, the city of Waterdeep is in danger."
Oh, well, that's not good.
Maybe we should keep this one just to make sure everyone doesn't panic.
Oh, it does that.
Is the city always in danger?
It wasn't glowing, and then it was glowing, and then it wasn't glowing, and then it was glowing.
It's a big city. There's probably threats all around, to be fair. I mean, think about it. Under mountains below this place.
Was
I
it
guess
glowing
actually
when
worked.
Lou was awake and then stopped when he went to sleep?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know his habits.
Get that spell wrecked.
That comes off as more of a boast than it actually is.
Felric just happily points out, I know when Lou was in his trance, but I do not know anything about the penguin. I didn't even know the penguin was here.
Adorable wee creature, though.
That's quite cute.
She
What if they just come up here by chance? That would have been funny.
Oh, that's why the door was locked and why I'm here.
Yes, Rito.
I was concerned.
She was explaining this little bit to me without the clues or anything like that. They're just a general idea. It's like, and I've hid them where he'll never suspect. My first suggestion was this, and I just heard the silence from her.
I just told him I hated him. You freaking guessed, right? Didn't even get any hints. Just, oh, it's up there, isn't it? Oh, bugger, you too.
I says Lou's room. I said, no, sure, feller said, no, Lou's old room that we've not gone up to since I blew it apart.
I was so mad. I was salty.
But luckily he needed the clues anyway.
I mean, I did put it together, yeah.
With the help from the party and their eyeballs.
And now the question is, how do we return this shit?
Felric quite happily says, that is not my concern.
Congratulations, Art Incarnate. You've now got a stunt to pull. Hope you've got enough gold.
I can't afford to go back into all those places.
Well, we're not
Especially
taking
not carrying their artworks.
Aye, but we're not taking the entire family and whatnot with you.
I'll probably have to do it at night anyway.
Lou, think about this for 1 second.
Yeah.
You're thinking to yourself, I can't do this by myself, right? You're not confident about your chances of replacing all these items on your lonesome.
No, and I'm also debating when to do it.
First, we'll focus on the beginning part of that. So what do you do when you're not confident about your chances of doing it alone?
Sometimes just fail, but other times I could ask for help.
We'll go with a second option this time.
You guys want to help me do a reverse heist?
We'll go downstairs and
Oh,
ask
reverse.
them.
Also, when should I write the article before or after I return the items?
Lou, go ask them first.
Okay, fudge back
Oh,
downstairs.
Jarlaxle said he's gonna come by later tonight to have a word with you
Oh,
about the hand thing.
Hand
hand.
thing?
The severed
Oh,
drow
the
hand.
Oh.
drow hand, yeah.
Ah, yes.
So I
This is
might
when,
have to
this is
just.
when Krebig waves at us and there's just a stump.
No, he has a hand. He has two hands.
Then we notice the IV standing beside the hammock.
I believe he's got the plan for what you're supposed to do to go into Xanathar's lair for that hand.
That's going to be a fun day out, that one.
Good night.
Good night.
We
He
should
doesn't
be
even
really
shut
loud
the door.
downstairs.
We close it for him.
Good.
Right, down we go, Lou, where you can speak your words to these people.
I mean, what am I gonna do if they all say no?
Well, they won't. There's just a few of us who are not applicable for the job.
Oh, just in case we need to murder everybody around, it can always be done.
No, we're not doing that.
It would
If
have to
worse
be
comes
really,
to
really
worse,
bad
you
just
put
in
it on the
case.
fucking floor and you run.
I don't think Ars Incarnate murders half neighborhood is a really good way to start off the next Wazoo paper.
Local
That would be way worse than what I've done so far, yeah.
street turned into horrific art display.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Tanky and derivative was the critique.
Art incarnate made his art of flesh.
Ugh.
Right, let's get a wee look. No one peering in. Look at this little penguin.
Can we make a pet out of that thing? No.
It lights up the
picture.
room.
It doesn't light up the room, it's just the eyes are lit.
I wonder if he has the munchies.
I don't think a statue is much of a munchie.
These are things that have to be explained to Lou.
So you have recovered the art pieces. Now what then?
Well, I think it would be fun to get everybody, the whole gang together to go do a reverse heist, if anybody's interested. But I also need to write an article.
Lou, just fucking ask.
Who wants to go do a reverse heist? Yeah.
There we go.
I look to
Why
her.
not?
Do we have to?
Why don't you just put on an elaborate mask and return it as art incarnate?
We're gonna get a cool mask. I look at Felric.
Rena?
Well,
Must be
Wait,
having.
who-
Oh, welcome back.
Can that be repeated?
Why don't you just get a cool mask and return it as art incarnate?
But where could we get a cool mask? Felric.
Probably from a costume shop.
My mask is magical, not the kind that you would put on to, go around. Oh, you have a slight problem though, because you're kind of obvious.
That's one of those words that apply to him, aye.
Well, as long as, you had something that would cover your face and hands and you were not visibly a drow, you could just get something and wear that. Regular party mask or something.
Right, let's bring out
That's-
the toxic lead-filled paint.
Ooh, can we use the glowing one?
Today you're going to be a high elf, the highest of elves.
Go high right now.
I've got this sea blue here. It'll need a couple of coats, and eventually you won't be able to move your joints, but it'll cover up you being a drow.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
could just, you know.
Now, to stop you getting ticklish, I'm not going to use a brush on your face, obviously. We're just going to dunk your head, so try to keep your eyes closed.
Do I have to
You
hold my
could just
breath?
Go with the mask and headscarf idea.
Or I could become huge, and no one would expect a drow to be so tall. Actually, can I borrow those stilts?
Then you'd just be a huge drow.
Yeah, that would make you more obvious, darling.
He wants the stilts.
I mean, I think it would actually be
Stilts, a
helpful.
long cloak. We'll do some painting on you. You can look like the most withered Goliath running about.
Yes. Art Incarnate is a tiny Goliath.
But I think a little assistance would be nice. For one thing, that painting's going to be a little bit tough to smuggle in.
I mean, I can always turn invisible, which would be helpful.
Aye. Just, don't bump into anything. Don't put a fucking hole in it.
Yeah, if I can't see it, it's actually gonna be kind of harder. And I think about it.
Just be careful with your hand positioning and don't bump up on anyone.
But what do I do with the fakes? Just hang the real one right up next to him?
Just set down the fake, put up the real one. Just leave.
And then I can write an article to release in the morning after I do the reverse heist.
Because you've got to leave the fake there so people realise, oh, there's a fake and now I've got the real one. And they'll realise that the Art Incarnate story was there and they were visited by Al himself.
I don't know who that is, but I'm glad he was, appreciating art.
Just think it might be a bit handier if you have some assistance. And I'm just
especially with 3 to do in one night. We're going to need to be efficient. Coordinated.
Not even lunchtime.
Well thought out. Oh, no, but we're doing it, probably tonight, right?
Well, I mean, like the Moon Penguin, for example, you could probably slip that under your shirt. Just pay the fee again to have a look in and just swap them while the halfling is paying attention to her nails.
I mean, won't it be pretty obvious? Drow visits place same time twice in one day, and then all of a sudden there's art being stolen and replaced. I mean, somebody's going to figure it out.
Yes. So, you might want
Are you trying to out my secret identity?
Oh, man, that'd be a tough thing to do. What if you blaring it out loud in the street? No, invisibility would probably suffice. Leas probably doesn't have much magical protection.
That could be a problem.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the worst that could happen.
The light probably doesn't shine through the invisibility.
It'd be funny, just like a glowing red thing going across the thing. It's clearly an airplane's running lights. It's
Little beady eyes, glowing red. But I think that's one for the subtle ones of you to speak about. I do not see myself or Bjorn being too handy in this situation.
You can always be a lookout.
I can always automate some noise out in the street just to make it less obvious what's happening inside.
Run distraction, run interference.
I can. Yes, I can also distract inside, if need be.
Ooh. What if, because you have the ability to disguise yourself, what if you walk around as somebody who looks totally ridiculous, and we try to pin Art Incarnate on being that guy, who's just you in a disguise? I'm thinking like twirly mustache,
I guess I can do that.
Of course, the obnoxious guy must be the real Art Incarnate, but the real Art Incarnate's invisible.
Yes, clearly. I am much better at being Art Incarnate than you.
I still want to use the stilts, even though I'm going to be invisible.
All I can hear is clunk.
No! Art Incarnate will use the stilts.
There's nothing in view.
So I will use the stilts.
There's nothing in view, but you just hear ow, ow, ow. I'm invisible. I don't know when to duck. That's not how it fucking works.
That would be how that works, though.
That would be how it works for Lou. For Nadrax, it's just a case of walking right up to it in the stilts. 2 foot too tall to get in the fucking door, even if he crouched. Slight issues in both cases.
We can cause much bigger issues if we try.
You really could in this
That's
case,
what
yes.
Harden's afraid of.
Not
No
afraid.
issues are too big for us to create.
Well, see, we've
Just
not
none
yet
of business.
we've not yet had to use the code legally yet. You guys could be the first.
It's gonna happen eventually, that's for sure.
You
The
better
code
hurry, the
legal
campaign's
only
over
applies if
soon.
You're caught.
So, what have we decided?
Lou makes the plan.
With assistance.
What is the plan, Lou?
I mean, I'm still not clear. When should I actually write the article? When should that come out?
Felric just finally speaks up. I would write it now, and then we deposit the stuff, and then also deposit the letter at the same time. Make it all one go. Be economical about this.
You have a tip to our friend Gaxley? Okay.
I won't help you with the paintings, but I will drop off the letter for you if that helps.
We strike at midnight. We leave no witnesses.
Get the fuck out of my house now.
But yeah, we'll go in the middle of the night. You know. Maybe stop by that muffin cart if it's still open.
I don't think it'll be
Why would
open in the middle of the night,
be
Lou.
I'm just in case. I want to be plan for every eventuality.
Oh boy. Well, can't wait to see what turns up in the paper, one way or another.
Art crimes.
Art crimes.
Wrong character, Lou.
Do
You're
we
not part
have
of
a
the war
final
crimes
plot of what we're going to be doing here? I heard a lot of words, but I didn't hear a final plan.
I mean, today,
Go
this
in, do
afternoon,
shit.
Lou will write his little paper shit. He'll drop it off at the wazoo to make sure it goes in time for printing. Then, we return all the paintings. Well, not paintings, also the statue.
Yeah, with you going invisible and Nate Drax pretending to be art incarnate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, if we're going at midnight, that won't really be a factor.
Okay, so we're breaking in then?
And we're going to hope that there are no level 20 adventurers as guard posts.
I mean, feasibly, we could return the statue in the daytime with the art incarnate
just
plan.
because
the other
we're
two, I think we have to do at night.
Just because we're pointing out issues with the plan, I'll also point out the idea of delivering the letter saying we've returned the art before you have returned the art.
Oh, look, Gaxley's a good guy. I'm sure we can talk to him and say, don't print this until it's time. You're giving you like 30 seconds.
I'm sure Gaxley would not send someone out to check and try and get a scoop.
I mean, if we're going at nighttime, we can just sneak past him.
The man who ignored the guards in order to get a scoop. Well, tried to.
Okay, maybe we do we deliver the art and then drop off the note at the place.
Well, luckily they have a week to plan this. Because we are 20 minutes now.
Yep, it is time. I was trying to get something,
Yeah.
something.
This is why in fucking Price of
Yeah.
Knowledge, Pan and Snook spent about half an hour debating on how we were going to rescue some hostages. Pan, you were including some aerial bombardment while riding on your Pegasus.
I was going to go open the Pegasus and like drop I think magic coins or something.
And what was the solution to the plan? We have a fucking cube
Walk
of force. Let's
inside.
walk up, grab the hostages, and run.
Yeah. But of course the hostages didn't want. Never mind.
Yeah, the hostages that were stolen an hour ago didn't want to be stolen, but that's how that goes. Obviously, Stockholm syndrome sets in immediately. Ah, well. Let's call it a session, shall we?
Yes, let's do.
And then we're going to get to test out the code legal next week. Woo!
Yeah.